person?
Oh yeah. I was just saying that I'm recording now. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm recording now.
Hello, ladies and oh, were you gonna? Okay,
No, you
Bane.
go.
Well, you little bitch.
Yes.
Oh, we all fumbled it, ladies and
Yep,
gentlemen.
hell yeah.
Welcome
All right,
to
welcome to the
episode
podcast
35.
where everybody does a great job.
We
We
are.
act 13, but we look 35. Welcome to the
You know,
episode,
you
folks.
wouldn't think we've been doing this for a while now. Yeah. Hey, folks. How you
30
doing?
fucking 5 though. That's insane.
35.
It's a lot of episodes. We're old enough to be divorced and have like the landing strip bald spot, like Kirk Van
Oh,
Houten.
yeah.
You know, like
Speak-
we're in.
Race car.
Speaking of
man?
which,
Hell yeah.
boys, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, happy Valentine's
Healthy
Day.
Virgin Rage Day.
Woo.
Today is the day for Jill Valentine and Jill Valentine only. Thank you.
It is her day.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
true.
It's
And
also in
Vincent
celebration.
Valentine too. Let's be fair.
Yeah. It's also in celebration.
Smoking that TwoMad pack.
Yeah. Oh, we should probably start this off with today is also the day TwoMad has been found dead.
That motherfucker's dead.
He
He's
might have been dead for like 5
dead.
days.
That pedophile's dead.
Died while playing
motherfucker's
Overwatch.
I cannot fucking believe he died playing Overwatch.
Overwatch
That's got to
for
be the worst way to
5
go.
days.
So now I don't know too much about TooMad. It's
Yeah.
on my stream recently. We've been doing well. It started out as false allegations February, but we're gonna be doing like Chugga soon, and I think that's kind of more real. But
that's one where it's like there's possibly something there.
But some
Yeah.
people said that because it's Black History Month that I should do TooMad or maybe PvP. And
Wow.
so look what happened.
I mean,
I guess it's timely now.
What
Yeah,
did he
you
know?
look, if you had streamed one day before it was revealed, that would have been so funny.
It would have been quite something, yes.
Can you imagine if you had, like, last
That would
night?
have been nuts.
Apparently he died of an Overwatch overdose.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. He died of an overdose because he allegedly, let me get the exact quote here from Jameski, who posted this big old long tweet. I say long, it's only 5 paragraphs, but
Any tweet over 280 is too long.
Listen, I haven't been
Yeah.
on Twitter in years. 5 paragraphs on Twitter.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
long. Yeah.
There are tweets longer though. If you wouldn't, if you'd believe it.
Oh
Do
yeah,
we
hey,
still have
notice-
Twit longer, or
No.
is that like a dead concept?
No,
It's
that's
a
like
dead
a that's
dead
like
for
a thing
anyone
with
who's not
verified now.
normal. Yeah.
Oh.
But
But,
no, go to Sargon's Twitter account real quick, Claw, while Tristan pulls this up.
Oh God. Okay, so
Sargon, what is it?
from
Link is Twitter. If you
Oh, okay,
what
yeah,
the fuck is his Twitter?
Continue, Tristan.
so
It's still just Sargon of Akkad.
I think so.
from Jameski, TooMad, of course, dying of an overdose. And from Jameski, quote, he wanted to take out multiple innocent lives by getting behind a wheel and going head on a freeway while being high on illegal drugs. He didn't succeed once, as he overdosed before killing anybody, so he tried it again.
I'm blindfolded
Godspeed,
and driving on meth. Oh,
TooMad is really the physical embodiment of, man, being drunk is so great. If only there was something to make it better. And then your keys start jingling in your pocket.
I'm so glad TooMad decided to die just a little bit before we recorded.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would have been really embarrassing if he died like the second after we stopped.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
geez.
happened a few times.
That's
consider that,
happened a couple
honestly.
times. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
no,
Very,
I mean,
very
it would have been.
considerate of
I
him.
guess it would have been great if we found out while we were recording, but that's
Yeah, that would have been
unlikely.
amazing.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
1 in a million shot right there.
Oh God, I'm getting so content brained. I blame you two.
Yeah.
We got to make sure we post on Wednesday evening Eastern for the best algorithm. It's important.
yeah.
Is that true?
That's what Charlie said like years ago.
Although for podcasts, it's weird. Like if you're posting on podcasting platform, this is in the weeds now, but it's like seemingly Thursday night's the best time to post because people will listen to like long form podcasts on like their drive to work on Friday. It's like oh shit.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
The
Well,
things
yeah.
you learn.
So speaking of podcasting platforms,
Yes.
We had to fucking shake things up a bit.
Yeah, so by the time you hear this, the bonus one will not have been out, but in that episode I talk about Spotify for podcasters. And I say it's okay, it's got some issues, but it's good for your first platform. Hey, I take that back. I take that
Yeah.
back entirely.
Yeah.
Spotify decided to do some incredibly stupid changes, including they're very light and easy to use. Honestly, I'd actually recommend it. Fucking editing platform has been entirely replaced to where you now have to use another website, Riverside, which I'm sure Riverside is
Fuck
great.
is a Riverside?
Riverside it's a platform. I'm certain it's fine. I'm certain people that want to use it. I'm certain you're having a great time.
Did they like fucking buy this other jabroni company
I
and now
think
they're
so. I think
shoving
they
it down people's
invested in it.
throats?
Yeah. Well, they
That's
bought
cool.
Anchor, which is Spotify for podcasters now, and then they didn't really change that too much other than change the name and integrate it with Spotify, which as much as I hate Spotify as a company, that it was fine. This
Yeah.
change completely, like, I either have to upload the full audio clip and get it under 300 megabytes, which, if you know anything about how long audio, like, how audio works, it's, gonna compress the fuck out of it if I'm doing that.
Yeah.
But the thing I love about Acast, which is our new, they don't sponsor us. I'm not getting paid from them, so saying
Blur
this
that
is,
motherfucker's
You
name
should
out.
pay us.
yeah. In fact, I used the promo code to get a discount, so really,
Wow.
I'm kind of stripping them off.
Yeah.
Total
Yeah.
stud.
How much was that discount?
Yeah, it turns out I got a year for free. I'm not gonna say how I got it because obviously, I don't want them patching a possible loophole. And if so, you got to do the same kind of work I did. So, hey,
Bane pretended he was in New Zealand for a few minutes or something.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he instant transmissioned halfway across the world.
Yeah.
I typed in promo code fuck and I got a discount and I got a year.
Whoa.
I got a
Man,
year
that would
off.
be a great promo code,
Honestly,
though.
yeah, just a promo
Oh.
code. You tell nobody about it. Just see who experiments.
Honestly, that would be a pretty good promo.
Like one of the
It's
little
tempting.
Easter eggs on Neopets back in the day. Someone's gonna do promo code fuck, and there you go.
Yeah. Which
Oh man,
We do that for our
Speaking of-
merch. We have some like special little secret Easter egg codes.
Yeah, we could send you a sticker with a large word "fuck" on it.
Yeah.
plastered right on your fucking stick it on your forehead.
Oh yeah, no
Yeah.
secret merch.
Temporary tattoos.
Secret merch just for people who know the codes. I like that idea actually.
Honestly,
So,
yes.
yeah.
Okay, secret merch is an interesting idea. We got to plan something like that out.
We gotta have like ARG shit where I drop like a random post and people
Yeah.
are like, "That's the word. It's squab. It's squab. Look
It's
up
like-
the word squab."
You go to a link and it takes you to another link and it takes you to a web page with just a shirt on it and then just a purchase box. The purchase box and an address. Nothing past it. It doesn't even tell you the price.
And then you just get a head in the box instead.
It's one of ours.
Yeah.
We're not dead. We
We're
just
not
talked
dead.
to you.
We just yay, hey, hello.
Get like a
Hey,
plastic.
what's up? Man, that box sucks. Thanks for letting me
How
out.
about that last episode, huh?
Get
Yeah, that's
animatronic.
crazy.
Crazy corporate dystopia.
Yeah, honestly, this might be what if we could, get really rich and get like an animatronic team to do that.
Oh,
But we'd
yeah.
be able to control it any time. Like we
Five Nights at Funny.
we'd have an app
Love
where
that
any of us could log in and just like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Hey.
we just make AI VTuber versions of ourselves to carry over the podcast. And only if all three of us die simultaneously in like an incident.
Honestly,
Yeah, that's in the contract.
we have to in 100 years get we're gonna come like a soulless AI podcast where it's just us reviewing
100 years? Oh, please.
That's fair.
If
Okay,
they-
in
if
4
they-
years.
Saying it's your
4
podcast.
years? Come on,
Okay,
man. That's more
fine.
unrealistic than 100.
Okay, fine. In 4 months, we're gonna become an AI review podcast.
It'll become fully AI automated We're gonna be completely replaced by robots. All of our opinions will be inauthentic, and the only person, at least with Bane, it won't seem any different. At
Yeah.
least.
It'll become like that Dudesy podcast, but instead of him getting ideas, it's just the hosts are all AI, and I'm just pitching ideas to the AI hosts.
Yeah, we'll still be more watchable than H3, though. Which, speaking of
Yeah.
H3,
Oh,
Oh boy.
yes.
Okay, so this is something I don't know.
Yeah, well,
right? Well,
Tristan, would you
this is
say, well, first off, would you say there is no cock like horse cock?
Send your asshole in the shock?
Yeah.
well.
I would say that that's
Yeah.
correct. There is no cock like horse cock.
Is
Well.
there any ravioli like horse loli?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Because
Well, someone has an answer to that
apparently
question.
one of the ardent defenders of the online stream debate left, Vosh, who I had to have my Discord explain the difference between him and Destiny to me recently, because I don't know I
That's
just
fair.
assumed they were the same person, basically, but apparently Destiny is moderately less retarded. Vosh
Yeah,
is,
well, yes and
well,
no.
I wouldn't say so personally.
well,
I've seen Destiny say some stupid shit.
Here's the thing.
Destiny doesn't have a folder on his computer that he showed on stream that's
Yeah.
filled with
Yeah, but he has people who
lolicon
just kind of walk
porn,
into a stream naked, and that's kind of worse.
No, hang on. That was
porn and
Vouch.
horse and wait, that was also Vosh or
Yeah.
Vouch?
Wait, was
The
it?
Desolation of
Oh
Vouch.
shit! Never mind.
Are you
Damn,
thinking
that
of the
sucks.
time where the lady like walked naked behind him while he was streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Vouch. That was Vouch.
Shit. Okay, never mind. I have my weird streamers mixed up.
You're
I
good.
think adult woman walking naked is better
It's
than
better. I mean,
lolicon children
Well,
being fucked by horsecock.
look. At least like
that's fair. Actually,
yeah, it's a
okay.
human woman. She was, she was an adult woman. I can say that.
Mysteriously, she was an adult.
Was an adult.
I mean, hey, thankfully,
Somehow.
thankfully, let's be thankful on that.
Somehow, an adult has returned.
I mean, I would say like the difference between Vouch and Destiny is like Vouch is more articulate with his words, but politically he's more of a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well, and also
He's
just
better
not
at speaking.
politically too.
That
normal.
too, yeah.
Normally, he's more of a piece of shit. It seems.
Yeah. I mean, that's just what I knew beforehand,
Yeah, and now so people are trying to come down and like defend him. I mean, there's like Keffels is saying that it's anti-trans for some reason.
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
To like shit on
Also,
this guy for
Keffels, like you're a fucking an expert. Okay,
Yeah,
listen.
Keffels is an attention whore, much like Vouch is an attention whore.
Keffels out here
yeah.
straight up just being harmful.
I didn't know what Vouch looked like until this too. He looks like one of the people that would work for the Daily Wire. It's actually really funny. He looks like a right-wing, like nationalist type
He
of guy.
does. He looks like fucking Matt Walsh.
He seems
Gavin
like the type of
McGinnis
dude to. He seems like the type of dude to unironically rock like an alfalfa ass haircut.
No, people are trying to support him now. I mean, there's Keffels, but then there's just like his fans and certain people that are, I mean, it's like the fucking right can't keep getting all these W's. I don't know how it keeps happening. There was the Epstein list, there was the pedo trans groomer cult thing. There was this now. Because now there's just actually a contingent of like lefty people who love Vouch who are like, no, but bro, it's fine though. It's just drawn children. It's fine. They're doing the thing now.
There's still some on. There's some on each political side. I mean, if you ever want a fun experience, go try dealing with a lolicon on Twitter. Those people are fucking nuts. Those people have problems.
Yeah.
One of the best moments on Mr. Medicare's streams was when there was a guy who was like a Sargon fan who was accusing Jim of being a child molester. And so they go onto a stream together and he's like, well, why don't you show your face and say your name?
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Why should I? And this guy meanwhile had a bunch of cub porn and lolly shit that he was into on his like Inked Bunny or whatever. And the whole stream was just this weird back and forth of like, bro, but you're a pedophile. Why are you hypothetically mad at me hypothetically being a child molester?
It's
Very
like
strange.
you should.
So
If
yeah.
so, you should be happy I'm here.
You would assume, but I mean that's basically what we've come to now. We've got there's a small, I mean it's a small group of people, but there's definitely still some Vouch supporters that are like, wow, yeah, no, Ethan really took some L's on this one. Stupid H3H3 shitting on trans people, I guess. The big excuse with this whole thing was that they were goblins. They were short stack goblins.
That's racist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I mean,
Fetishizing my people like that. Can't fucking believe it.
look, I am totally also for short stack women. I understand that, but it,
Goblins are a fantasy race.
I mean, here's what I'll say. It's like with everything with him, it feels like an excuse more than it's actually a thing. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Oh,
like
I
him. I don't.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all been a lot of excuses, and then there's been a bunch of other weird stuff that he said in the past too, apparently, about like socialism would lower the age of consent, and he's saying that like it's
Yeah,
a good thing.
Vouch has always
Yeah.
been weird about that shit. So
Yeah,
I just
that's
had
like
all of my fucking energy sucked out of me like a vampire.
Whoa, wait, what?
I'll bring this up when we get to TwoMad, but I just saw something that makes oh, I'm mad.
Oh, you're
No.
too mad? Are you three mad at this point?
I'm too mad for this shit. Ha ha ha! Funny. Too bad.
Very funny. Well, yeah, Vouch is a pedo, allegedly.
Which is it
Allegedly,
tracks,
based on the
honestly.
things you can see on the stream, it's alleged.
Yeah.
To be fair though, Destiny's also argued age of consent shit too.
I guess so.
Yeah,
Again, I
I
don't
don't know
know
what it is about them.
I don't know the difference between him and Destiny, except that I know that Destiny he was on the right side of the super mega thing. So that's one thing I know.
Yeah.
That's because I've been looking into that recently. So it's like, oh, Destiny said this about that. Well, he was actually right. He At one point, Destiny apparently brought up the movie Bob quote. I think it was movie Bob, or it might have been Sarah Nyberg. The quote about there are no bad tactics, only bad targets.
God, oh God, which one was it?
Oh
Oh God,
God.
was
I
that
think
movie
it
Oh,
was
Bob?
Sarah. I think
that
it was SRH
no.
Butts.
Hang on. Say it one more time.
What?
Just I gotta close my
There
eyes
are
No,
and hear.
no bad tactics, only bad targets.
I think that's a movie, but
Hmm.
I'm 70% certain that's movie
hang
Bob.
on.
I'm stuck on either way, but one of them
Ooh,
definitely said it, and I like that none of us can remember which one it
there are
is.
Tristan's
no
looking it
bad
up.
tactics.
Uh,
Oh jeez.
That was like a classic thing during the Gamergate era. It was the slogan. According to the anti-SJW people, it was supposedly what the SJWs believed, which was supposed based on something that one of them said. You know,
yeah,
so I mean, like, I don't think that was every one of them, but certainly some of them operated under this methodology.
Too many people have said this fucking phrase on Twitter.
Yeah, it became a whole thing. It's like famous epithet now.
oh man,
Hmm. Shit, where is it?
We're never gonna find it. It's lost to history.
this is gonna haunt us.
Hang on, I'm gonna go to latest, and then I'm just gonna scroll way the fuck down.
Oh no.
Oh, I keep accidentally pressing the button that takes me to the desktop instead of at the bottom of the scroll bar.
He's lost it, folks.
Yes, I've completely lost. Listen, I have an excuse to be kind of out of my depth right now. I went too hard while working out, and also I've been on that on the TwoMad pack.
Which honestly though, respect him a workout game, brother.
Yeah, I gotta pace myself because in the future I cannot do what I've done today. I didn't go like as long as I've traditionally gone, but also this is like after a month and a half of just not being able to go.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Okay, it's Movie Bob. It is Movie Bob. I'm seeing
Hell
someone.
yeah.
It's this old fucking political comic ass drawing of him.
Oh. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is a Movie Bob thing. Although it is wild
It
that
could have. It could have been
we didn't
either.
know.
It
This
could
was
Yeah.
have been either.
this was being used to describe Nick is not green, who helped to cancel Super Mega, and some of the other people involved in that. And I think that it was kind of accurate. People in the chat refer to them as cancel pigs.
Well,
So I think
it's
that that's
Cancel pigs.
well, it's the same thing that like fucking like Mama Max does.
yeah, it
It
is. That's
Yeah.
what got us onto this whole kick. That and the scammer one.
yeah, it's like when you're not laser focused on something, which if you're gonna go after someone and you're gonna claim people have shit, you kind of have to be. The scattershot approach is dumb. I cannot understand these people who wanna do shit like this and do this in a sloppy way, even if you have evidence. Which Mama Max might have had something on Camden, but he made it so embarrassing.
More news came out about that, and there's like aliens involved. It's a whole thing. I think I mentioned
Huh?
it on one of the streams or
Oh
one
my
of the
Huh?
god, is
podcasts.
Heaven's Gate real?
Yeah,
Huh?
well, Camden's like vampire werewolf cult apparently also involved aliens. It just sounds like Sims 2 expansion packs at this
Yeah,
point. Like,
this
Yeah,
sounds
yeah, they're in Strangeville.
yeah.
sounds like the comic book writer has written themselves into a hole and has to write themselves out of the hole.
How do we integrate the Punisher crossover? I don't
Oh
know,
fuck!
man.
Superman's too powerful. All right, I gotta write this thing called Doomsday. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Boom. Sell 1 million copies.
Yeah, done and dusted.
God, man. Hey, X-Files season 15 is gonna be great.
Wait, is that a thing?
No, I was making a joke about.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like finally we're getting to aliens, real aliens.
Yeah, I
God,
mean,
I hope.
yeah, I guess X-Files. I think they might actually be bringing it back again at some point. Which is,
There's a rumored spin-off because they can't get David Duchovny and
well,
Gillian Anderson,
no,
so
Yeah.
they're
it's
planning on a
it's this
new.
weird, it's this weird catch-22 where obviously they shouldn't come back. They don't want to come back. They're too old for it. It's enough with them.
Yeah,
But
in the
also
last few
nobody wants
seasons, we're
to.
kind of just written into a hole.
Nobody wants to do anything with any of the other characters that are on that show, or like Robert Patrick's not coming back. They
Yeah,
don't want to introduce anybody new. I mean, the
it's like
fucking
they kind of
lone
have to start
gunman
from zero.
maybe.
I would kill for. I loved the Lone Gunman 1 season show we got.
Yeah, I remember some of that. I watched
It
some of it. It was
technically
pretty cool.
I think it predicted 9/11.
Well, what didn't?
Pick.
True. But I think they were like really close to where it was like, okay, hold on.
I'm pretty sure Captain N, the game master, had some 9/11 imagery in it, but
I
yeah,
think
no,
so.
I did hear something about that.
But by the way, we ran into another running topic, 9/11.
Hell yeah, Star Wars AIDS and 9/11.
Yeah, hey, no more Assassin's Creed. It's now just 9/11.
And Elon, and more importantly,
True.
Ian Miles Chong, who apparently is getting his
Oh,
ass fucking booted from Malaysia or
Oh,
Indonesia
yeah,
or
he
whatever.
actually
yeah.
got publicly executed live on stream just now. You
Hell
just missed it.
yeah. Ned Stark, rise
I
up. Well,
mean,
not anymore.
hey, good old King Joffrey. He drank the wine a little bit there, maybe a little too much.
I'm a little mad with power. What exactly
Yeah.
did Ian Miles Chong do to get, like... So what happened?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So essentially, he has been like posting a lot of pro-Israel content. And Malaysia is not necessarily one friendly to Israel, and two
yeah.
friendly to people in support of Israel. So people on social media have basically been trying to get him in trouble with the Malaysian government as much as possible, including one of my favorite tweets here, which, if I could stall for time, because I forgot to.
He's
Yeah.
pro-Israel, huh? I guess that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I specifically have tweets that say that he once was in support of Palestine.
Yeah. Now there's some people obviously trying to get him
Oh.
in trouble. This is a post here referencing him selling weed to them, where in Malaysia it is incredibly illegal to sell weed.
Mm.
But yeah, then there's some people actually like covering his old content and being like, "Oh, what's this?" And it's him supporting something that, yeah, there we go.
Honestly, what happened? What happened to this Ian Miles Chong? Quote, what's happening in hashtag Gaza isn't just heartbreaking, it's criminal. The world's governments are just sitting on the sidelines doing nothing wrong. Quote from Ian Miles Chong, July 16th, 2014.
Yeah, and when you posted that and you responded with "big agree," I wonder who tweeted this, and it was like a dog having his earth shaken. I didn't notice the date on his and your tweets being like basically a decade apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. I didn't realize. I mean, I know that there's like a lot of people. Let's be fair here. There's a lot of people. I know that what there's war crimes and that they don't deserve it and whatnot. But like, there's a
Yeah.
lot of dumb Westerners who won't shut up about free Palestine. And like, it's like, okay, I mean, I agree, but
Yeah.
okay, Becky, settle down though. You're at
Yeah,
Starbucks.
well, I mean,
You know?
it's an important thing, People
Everybody wants to
people
get in on the important thing, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
people like to think themselves as
I
activists, and
mean,
I mean,
But
I guess
I
if they
don't.
think themselves as activists and they say the stuff, then yeah, they are.
there
But
is one story we could
not
talk
everyone is
about.
that.
Well, I wanted to say, I
Yeah.
guess that comes up just because, like, I don't think I've actually seen too many people who are, like, pro-Israel, like, I don't know, I
Uh,
mean, whatever you think
I've
in your
seen some
time,
on
people,
Twitter.
but there's not, I mean, I don't know, it's generally, that's not, I think everybody's kind of seen that and been like, well, yep, that's war crimes.
Yeah, war
Identifying
crimes.
war crimes. Yep, it's war
I've
crimes,
analyzed the
war
footage of
crimes.
the war crimes. I got to say, there are some war crimes in this footage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess real quick, I will talk about one thing that happened. Yeah, they did do a war crime during the Super Bowl. They waited till the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, so
well, that's good timing.
they were telling people to go to, I think I'm drawing a blank of a name of it. Fuck. They were telling people to go to basically close to Egypt. I'm not explaining this well. I'm a little high.
Oh, geez. I think it's like by the Suez Canal. I
Yeah,
think
it's by it's by
Hmm.
there, and they've been telling people to
it
go
might
there.
the Suez Canal might be on the other side of the
And
Sinai Peninsula.
and then yeah, during literally during the Super Bowl, they bombed it.
Mm.
Yep.
Yep. And our government still is giving them aid.
Our
So
government
speaking,
instead of paying attention to that has been shit posting about rigging the Super Bowl.
Speaking
Oh
of
So
the
yeah,
Super Bowl, anyways, people are dead. So the Super Bowl.
yeah.
yeah, so Joe Biden like
Let's
right
let's
after the
let's parody the American, sentiment to that. Anyways, the Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Anyways, the Super Bowl.
but
It
Joe
happened.
Biden
Yeah, Joe Biden
Joe
tweeted.
Biden after like tweeted basically implying jokingly implying
Yeah.
that oh yeah we fixed the Super Bowl.
Well.
And apparently here's the thing,
Yeah.
apparently people actually think it was rigged,
Oh, okay. Hold on.
and apparently it's a political thing now.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh.
fucking culture war bullshit thing
Okay. Yeah. I
That
actually let me explain that.
that the fucking Super Bowl was rigged.
Yeah. So, Vivek Ramaswamy, at one
Of course
time
it's fucking him.
potential candidate for president of the United States of America.
Oh, did he drop out?
He dropped. Well, yeah, he dropped after he got like he got like
bozo.
5th place. He lost to
Ooh.
RFK Jr., dude.
Ooh,
He
that's
lost
rough.
to fucking Shaky Voice McGee, which that guy's also got something that happened that was kind of controversial to him. But so yeah, the claim was that the entire thing was rigged for them to win, and that during the halftime show, Taylor Swift was going to come out and announce that her and Travis Kelce were going to vote for Joe Biden. That was the claim.
That's it.
That was the claim. Now this is obviously not counting the fact that one, she endorsed Biden in 2020.
Yeah,
So
like this isn't fucking news.
that's most likely going to happen again. Two, obviously now having Super Bowl happen, that didn't happen. And the only thing that really happened with the Super Bowl is I really just learned how much I miss Ludacris making music.
Nice.
Oh, was he there?
Yeah, he showed up to do during because Usher was the main star of the halftime show, and it was pretty good. It felt like I was living in 2004 again. Like,
Oh, that's the best you can hope for, really.
yeah,
Yeah, that was a good fucking year.
it really felt like we were in peak millennial culture now. It's like we're finally in
I'm
millennial
down. I'm so
nostalgia.
fucking down for it. I am so down for it,
I mean,
man.
ever since like 2018 or something, when I was watching Gilmore Girls, and I was like, man, I really want some 2000s nostalgia to happen. I've
Yeah.
been waiting for that to be the mainstream because 90s was the thing for a while, and 80s, but now it's finally
I
time.
think we're here, man. Fucking Usher did a
WB,
halftime show.
Usher, fucking yeah.
Fucking there's like a
Didn't
new
they do
NSYNC
the?
tour also.
Oh wow! Didn't they do like a full version of Sweet Victory or something
Yeah,
too?
they did.
I think so.
And
Yeah.
a full version of
'Cause
Sweet
they-
Victory,
Because they
and
I'll have
cut
to look at
it
that later.
before, right?
they cut it.
Yeah,
like,
they did like a Squidward intro to a Travis Scott's. Actually, I think it was Sicko Mode.
I think
Yeah,
so,
it was
yeah.
Sicko Mode. Yeah, I remember that.
It's like
Yeah.
Squidward's like, and now for the performance, and then it was fucking Travis Scott, and
Yeah.
everyone hated it.
Yeah, that's a shame.
But they also had
At least no one died during that performance.
True. They had Tom Kenny and Bill Fagerbach as as SpongeBob and Patrick in motion capture, like commentating the game, and they released a highlight clip, and it's pretty funny.
That's kind of cool. I might check that out.
They
That's interesting.
apparently Nickelodeon is planning now to do it every year.
Shit. All right.
Yeah, which
They should probably add some more characters though.
I mean, they also had like slime effects. Obviously, the game
Nice.
didn't get slimed, which honestly that kind of defeats the point.
Imagine if they did that next year. Just Nickelodeon fucking not on anybody's command or
Oh my-
orders. Didn't talk to anybody about this. Just like flies over the place in a plane and just starts spraying
Well, like-
goo.
You know, you say that, but like there really is a. We were talking last time, I think, about the enhanced Special Olympics. I like the idea of more sports that are kind of like wacky, where you have, shit like that. It's like, oh, watch out for the slime, and there's the spooky mummy monster. Oh, that's culturally insensitive. Something like that. Like it's football, but they got obstacles. I don't know. We need more of that instead of just this boring shit.
Man, I see the XFL isn't a thing anymore. I'd recommend the XFL just become that. Now it's the United Football League.
Gross.
That
Yeah.
sounds good.
That's a bad name.
Dude, the XFL was such a cool name. It's a shame it was tied.
Yeah,
to
it's cool
McMahon.
because it has X in it, and that's why Elon Musk was there. I don't know.
Oh,
So hey,
Where you got the idea?
did you guys see that hilariously awful tweet about Elon Musk at the Super Bowl?
Oh, I did, but I feel like you've got it. So,
All right.
Yeah.
So, have you seen it, Claw?
No, what happened?
All right. So this guy called Tesla Economics. So he's a very
We're off to a good
intelligent
start.
thinker, an
Yeah.
incredible individual. Tweeted out a black and white photo of Elon Musk and one of his kids, one of his 18 million fucking kids at the Super Bowl, and tweeted it out with this text. Son, look around us at the Super Bowl. All the glitz, the glamour.
the faces in the crowd. People bring their flashiest toys, wear their finest material things, hoping to be seen. But for me, the real joy is being here with you. I want you to remember, no matter what anyone or the media says about me, that your dad loves you more than anything. I hope you grow up knowing the value of this moment
Do you
over any
think Hudson has
material
a
thing.
father?
You're my real
Yeah.
MVP.
Parentheses. This is what I feel when I see this image from the Super Bowl.
Yeah, does this person have a father? Like, what is this?
It's yeah, probably
fatherless
not.
behavior.
You would have to like grow up without a father to write this weird ass fan fiction.
That or your
Yeah,
dad is
of
like
course.
a Shakespeare LARPer. Jesus.
Or you're just, maybe you're like a
No, because my dad is a
pedophile.
Shakespeare LARPer and he would never do something stupid like this.
Like,
Hell
it's
yeah.
creepy the way he's all, yes, son! But
And
I think
then-
he's like interjecting himself as fucking Elon there.
Yeah, it's just like a fanfic version of what Elon's like thinking or saying, and Elon
Yes.
responds with true heart emoji. So at least you know his
It's
base
just
know
like
him
that
well.
one guy who like spammed him for 100 and 200, 700 days or whatever until he finally hugged him.
Oh yeah. Oh god,
That's-
what's his name?
I don't know if you guys heard. Well, I guess Bane has. There was a guy
I've heard
who
of him.
he's been very. I don't know his name either anymore. He was very pushy. I don't want to say his name. He's like an attention whore.
Well,
He's
I will cut him out if you say his name.
Yeah. I don't remember, but he just wanted to. He was like in front of the fucking Tesla offices every day for months until Elon finally just gave him this weird, awkward little sad hug. And the
Yeah.
guy was like, "Guys, I got it. He's here. It's on camera."
Oh yeah, it's the dude who was like fucking around in Japan.
Oh,
Wasn't
it was that guy?
I think so.
Wait, the one that was like getting
on the
arrested and shit.
train. On a train
Yeah,
guy.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
wow.
He has
almost
a very
saw it.
distinctive
I
face.
think you're right, actually, yeah. Because I
I
think
think
Luna
he's also the
mentioned
guy
it in
who
reference
just
to that.
I think he's also the guy who just completely stole like someone's idea for living in a pod for like 24 hours. And then pass it off as his own, but like change the color of the shirt in the thumbnail when he was called out on having a similar
yeah,
thumbnail.
it's that guy. It's that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So full-on scam fraud.
Yeah, it's great. Well, what is it with like the fucking cult of personality that specifically like right-wing figureheads get?
Was that
Money.
guy? Well,
That's like that's the thing though. Like why do people treat them like they're the second coming of Jesus? You know?
well, the thing with Elon, he wasn't really right-wing at first. I mean,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
was a little
for
bit
a
less.
while.
He was more moderate and generally less political, and then he's been like kind of extremified a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like even like smaller time people or people who don't exactly fit in like with the right wing, you know, who aren't right wing, like Chris Raygun back when he was like doing those anti-feminist
The
videos and
alt-right
Gamergates and
dog
stuff.
whistler, Chris Raygun, yeah.
Yes, he was like approached, I think at like VidCon or something, by a weeping mother, like, "Thank you so much for something the woke. Thank you so much for doing what you do." And
Yeah.
goddamn,
Man.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember he mentioned somebody at one point that was just like, "You were fighting the good fight, man." And he was like, "Bro, that sounds so cringe. You have no idea." Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if someone said that to me, I'd be like, "Oh God, what the fuck do you mean?"
Was I really fighting the good fight? Clearly not.
Like we're like, I was just shitposting online. That's all I've ever done. Sometimes I feel like maybe it aligns positively, but
Occasionally there's a pedophile worth shitposting at, you know?
I mean, yeah, Nick Bates. I mean, he, like
Yeah.
obviously some of it is like making fun of him, and some of it's like, yeah, it's a tragic story because this all could have been prevented. But I'm making fun of him the entire time. Like he's a joke to me. I'm not a hero. I'm just making fun of someone.
I'm no hero, just an old killer.
Yeah.
I'm not.
We're all
My name
cool,
is not
solid
important.
snake people, everyone.
Metal Gear.
We're epic.
So, real quick, speaking of cringe and Elon Musk,
Yes.
so Stephen King a while ago, as in like today, a while ago,
Oh.
not like weeks, but earlier today, Stephen King tweets, according to the New York Times, terrorists may be paying for blue check marks on Twitter. Parentheses, I refuse to call it X. I don't know what he was cooking here. Sometimes Stephen King just says stupid shit. I don't
Yeah.
know what's up about that. Elon Musk replies, "Stop dead naming X. Respect our transition." Joy laughing emoji. Like,
Uh,
buddy, you first. Buddy, you first. You fucking pudding brain.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, no.
Cringe
Nobody
shit.
wants to call it X. Calling it X is embarrassing. When you
So
call
wait,
it,
is it called X as like a big dig at one of his trans kids? Because there's like two of them, right?
I think there's only one,
There's
but
two. I think there's two now, but
Yeah,
there's
there
only
was
one.
one at
Like,
the time.
I do know that there is at the very least one.
yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep on going about saying that there's just one.
But like,
Well, maybe it's all a dig at them as like people won't accept this, just like you shouldn't accept neener neener, you know,
yeah.
some kind of thing like
It's
that.
a very
Like
stupid way to make a point.
I mean,
Kind of
maybe
a
that's
stupid point to make.
that might be
Dumb.
something
It's
that
dumb.
he's like adopted or something, but like you know, maybe that wasn't the original intention, but now he's kind of like, yeah, well, haha, there's a good point about X actually. We've transitioned. I identify it as an attack application.
I mean, it's possible he's a fucking idiot. I don't know. I just like it's still when you type in twitter.com, it doesn't change instantly to X most of the time. It's still
Yeah, I'm
twitter.com.
still on Twitter.
Like,
They've really like I'm sure their back end is fucked up.
oh yeah, it also doesn't help you fired like 3/4 of a company pretty much.
Or I mean,
Yeah.
just think about being the guys who are like unfortunately tasked with being the fucking like tech guys now who work at Twitter.
Oh
And you just
gosh.
have to deal with all of this. You have to deal with, oh man, Elon says he wants a blowjob machine installed in Twitter. I don't even know how. I mean X. I don't even
I'm
know how
pretty
that's gonna make sense.
I'm pretty sure every single Twitter employee programs with a noose around their neck. They just do it just in
Oh
case.
god, I
One
would be.
foot out the window like a Wall Street employee.
Nah, there's nets.
Yeah, there probably honestly, this is San Francisco. There probably is.
I love that I'm just having the visual image of somebody jumping out the window and they're like, ah, and then they bounce back up right back into the window like Homer Simpson. They're just
Boing.
like, oh man, and they go back to
Aw.
work.
Aw, not this time.
Man, I don't know what's up with like Twitter recently, but it's gotten even worse. I'll get like fucking like at the very least one bot a day. I'll just have to fucking report them, and that really doesn't that doesn't seem to be helping. I also just got an ad for fucking Wacky Coin.
Yeah,
That's a real thing. That's its real name. It's called Wacky Coin.
Oh, I
I've
think
I've
I'm
seen
down
Wacky
for
Coin.
Wacky Coin.
We should we get a Wacky Coin sponsor?
You know what? Fuck it.
I've
We're
seriously
able to.
I've seriously thought about just like contacting every sponsor I see for like a month on Twitter and getting them all for one episode. Just
That's kind of funny.
just the sellout episode.
All right, I'll unblock Wacky Coin. I think they
That
have
would be
DMs
fun.
open. Oh my god, they have DMs open.
It would be great if we could have a real episode that was like the Nerd Cruise, where they're like, "We've got Nerd Coffin."
See, here's the thing.
We can have the
right,
what is that?
all right,
Friday
all right,
plans.
Yeah.
Bane, I have Wacky Coin's DMs up. I typed, "Hey, do you sponsor podcast? Should I press send?"
See, here's the thing. I have never done this. I've always felt like if I did this, this would be like a whorish thing to do because I don't.
I would like to point out
Yeah.
that if we're selling bitcoins or something, I disavow.
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
Yeah,
I've never thought about when I've reached out to a company saying like, hey, this podcast is hosted by like this person and like shouting out your subscriber number. I've never done that. But I've actually thought about doing it for this. Getting them, well, we shouldn't do a crypto one, obviously, but one of the ones I'm looking at here is one Boxed GG, and it's about like buying Pokemon cards. And I'm not gonna say anything past what it does about them, but if we got them as a sponsor, it would be one of those like. Okay, I should really bleep out what I said about that if we do it as a sponsor, but. If we go to one of those companies, it would be one of those, like, wink and nod things. Like, you guys know what we're doing here.
Well, we need to do an episode where we just have the stupidest possible things, and then everyone who watches, everyone who listens will know that we're just full of shit and not to actually buy the thing.
April 1st is coming up.
Yeah.
They'd have to pay us in advance, though. We don't, because we'd have to get an affiliate.
It would not be an affiliate one. We would get a normal sponsor. Yeah. But there are some that I thought about reaching out to and being like, hey, you wanna work with us for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done be like, hey, here's some subscriber numbers, but thought about doing that for a couple of them, not gonna lie.
That's fair. But let's shit, what else is there?
Yeah.
Well,
you guys had a whole bunch of shit.
We should talk, huh?
It seems like you guys had a bunch of shit to get to.
Yeah, we really do.
I've got one here. It's kind of a sad story, but the headline is great. Are you ready for it?
All right.
I'm buckled in.
After this, though, I want to talk more about you and Miles Cheong because I have a couple of things.
This one's a Richmond, Virginia one here. Licking Hole Brewery in Goochland closed indefinitely while owner deals with health issues.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do now?
It's Goochland. I want to go to Goochland.
I want to go to Licking Hole.
I could reasonably go there too. That's the funny part.
The Licking Hole Creek Brewery, which is such a good name. Apparently, the health of the owner is not great. I say as I cough. Which is sad, but. I have to respect the name of Licking Hole Creek Brewery.
Yeah, it's a pretty good name.
I need to actually see if I can buy a t-shirt.
You really? If they don't have t-shirts, that's a massive missed opportunity.
If they don't... God damn it, I don't want to print the fucking name. I want to Google the fucking name. Jesus.
You should print it. It'd be funny.
There is merch. Yeah, it's a T Public. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm buying a shirt.
All right, Licking Hole Brewery, Goochland.
Fuck, this might be something I might buy for one of my cousins too. But yeah, that's our shout out. I'll leave a link to the merch store. Go buy a shirt, folks. Buy one of ours after.
Brewery by buying the merch.
Help them out.
I don't think you can, but at the very least. Hey, it's a nice deed.
Fuck the merch. I want the Licking Hole. Well, no, actually, I want the merch, actually.
I want both.
That's better than just going there.
Yeah, I hope the health improves of the CEO, Lisa Brotherton. Yeah, there's a shout out. That's a good deed there. I'll leave a link to the article.
This one with the cardinal on it kind of fucks.
I know, I kind of dig it. Also, I got one just for the headline. Apparently, the Apple Vision Pro is not good for VR porn.
Yeah,
it does not work.
That's a shame.
No, they've been blocking it. It's this super unbelievably expensive piece of shit, and you can't play games or watch porn on it.
Yeah, there's literally no reason. Like fucking what's his name from Facebook? He just came out and did a video being like, "Yeah, I picked one up and." It's cool, but you can do all the same things, same price, and play games. Or for less price and play games.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to buy
a Quest 3.
A Quest 2. A Quest 2, even. You can get a Quest 2
for
super cheap.
I have a Quest 2. It's very nice.
I love my Quest 2.
I gotta say, I haven't thought to look at porn on it. but
I
you
can't
can do it.
I can't say that I
There are
haven't.
games.
I can't
There are
say that I
games
haven't.
that exist.
I'd be lying if I said I hadn't.
There's also an Ashtar game that I really do think at one point we should fucking
An
Man.
Ashtar game?
Wait,
yeah.
Ashtar?
Wow.
Yeah,
See,
I
I'm waiting to
forgot
see
what
for-
exactly it
on
was
the
called.
Quest?
Yeah, I was like going through the little loader that I got for completely paid for games,
Yeah.
and one of them was like Ashtar something,
Man, I'm
Wow,
waiting
I hope
for.
it's
and
actually
I launched
related.
it, and it's actually aliens.
I'm trying to see if I
Oh.
can find a good Quest Pro for super cheap. Because I kind of want a Quest Pro more than I want a Quest 3.
I don't even know what the
Is there a
difference is. I got a
difference?
Quest
Yeah.
2.
The only reason I want the Quest, like, I've got a Quest 2. The Quest 3 is better technically, but I like I don't know. I like the look. I just don't want to pay the price of the Quest Pro. It's a different look to it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
willing to
fair.
admit it's the only reason I want it. It's just I'll send a photo to you guys.
Quest 2. I remember the Quest 2 was annoying because it was like nicer specs, but the actual like
Oh, that does look
design
good.
of the design of like the physical parts, like the head strap and shit, was worse on
Yeah,
the
I
Quest
hate the
2.
head strap, like the
Yeah.
regular one.
You needed to get a replacement one. I remember, like a third party thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bought the one that's a ratchet strap, the Elite one they sell, because I hated the
Yeah.
fucking the cloth strap. The one that's like the ratchet strap that I've got, it's better. I'll try to find a photo of it.
Mm.
But yeah, no. As much as I fucking hate Facebook, I really hate Facebook to the point where I don't like buying games in their store. You can't
Yeah,
see
you
it
used
there.
to.
That's a good thing. You don't have to.
Hey, you don't have to. You can side load games. There's a ton of great games that are third party that you don't have to torrent. Wink, cough. What? Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, there's some great things the community's made. I love like the source ports of like Doom and Half-Life. Like I've played through Half-Life 1 in VR entirely. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, that does
Hell
sound pretty
yeah.
cool. I know that like Doom and stuff is has been available. I still remember
Doom
being
is really
fucking
fun in
blown-
VR.
I remember being blown away by getting to play like Doom on the Wii. That was
Oh
wild.
Yeah, that
yeah.
was fun too.
Man, my first experience of Doom on another platform was the original Xbox, because that was one of my first like soft modding attempts.
Well, that was like one of the first big. Was that the parts that came with Doom 3?
I know it was one of the community ones.
Oh, like the
Yeah,
homebrew thing
like the
for the
homebrew
Xbox.
ones. Because I
Nice.
was so poor, I like when I got it modded, I was like, sweet, and I just would get torrented games and burn them on DVDs.
Why is that so poor? That's the life.
I mean, well,
Yeah.
I mean, I was poor. I couldn't
I
rent
would super
games.
do that now, but the Xbox is like a piece of shit and all its batteries are dying and I don't want to have to deal with all that.
I have one that I took the clock capacitor out of myself. Like,
Yeah,
it
but
was one
doesn't
of the
that
first
fuck
things.
with your saves and stuff?
You can get a replacement. You just got to know how to solder it.
But what I'm saying is
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with soldering it and all that
That's
shit. That's the
fair.
Soldering
problem.
sucks. It's
I
not fun.
I think there's a website where you can get one that includes like a good HDMI like replacement mod.
Oh, that's
Nice.
pretty neat.
Yeah,
Man, that's my
I
old
want to get one
Xbox.
that has that. Um, you have another story, Tristan?
Well, I wanted to go back to Ian Miles Cheong because there was a
Ooh.
little bit of extra stuff on him.
All
How
right.
So-
do we never stop having things to talk about with this guy? It's great.
He is an
a,
embarrassment fountain.
he's a
Yeah.
habitual tweeter. That man is like the man is the definition of a poster.
He is
He's a
terminally
real
online.
user.
He really is.
He really is a user. But the funniest thing about so one of the major Malaysian newspapers, the Straits Times, excuse me, just straight up said netizens which, what a name, netizens.
God,
I haven't
that's
heard that
such
since the fucking 90s.
I'll always hate it. Yeah.
that's such a like
That is-
senior
We don't even-
citizen coded
We
term.
really need to start calling it the web again. I miss that.
Yeah,
I
rest in
miss-
Speaking
peace,
of
that
which, Madam
terminology.
Web sweep.
Oh yeah, before we talk about Madam Web at all, I want to say I miss Information Superhighway.
Oh,
That was a good one. A series of
miss-
tubes.
I miss Internet Hate Machine.
Oh yeah,
Oh, man.
man.
So, netizens demand action against controversial pro-Israeli political online influencer Ian Miles Cheong. And this is one of like the major like Malaysian newspapers, like just posting that as a headline. And yeah, people are concerned for Ian Miles Cheong. Very strange people are concerned.
Yeah.
Some people are having fantasies about him being fucking extracted, like it's just him being extracted from Malaysia, like it's fucking
Like it's Escape from
God.
Kharkov.
Yeah, or like Olympus has fallen.
Oh yeah. Like you're
Or
not
Black
getting the
Hawk Down or
helicopter
whatever.
out, buddy. You're staying there at least.
Yeah. So that's one of the things. Like, okay, so there's also, oh, it got community noted. That's a
Oh.
shame. I was gonna read this off like it's real, but
Damn.
so this guy posting, hey, so I did my own research. Turns out Ian Miles Cheong does risk capital punishment under Malaysian law, and it's an edited, inspect elemented version of the capital punishment in Malaysia Wikipedia page.
Wow. So memes are gonna get Donald Trump elected and Ian Miles Cheong killed.
Yes.
That's the
Which-
world I want to live in.
I
I
guess
mean-
so.
Hey, look. For every loss, there's a victory. You know, like
Oh.
the
Can't complain too
season's
much.
turn. You know.
There's there's also this tweet from Ian Miles Cheong that comes suspiciously close after he's been told he's been outed as pro-Israeli by a massive fucking newspaper. Almost put down Twitter. I'm typing the entirety of VX Twitter because when I copy links, it's X.
Oh yeah.
But Ian Miles Cheong saying,
I actually love my country. The food is great, it's peaceful, and it's a strong conservative nation.
posting 2 stock photos.
Yeah, it might be a little too conservative for you, buddy.
yeah.
It's this is very obviously like, oh yes, I'm not a traitor. I love my country. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
feels like the
FBI
people
just
that
looking really
pretend-
closely at him.
This feels like the fucking people that work at like the restaurants in the fake towns in North Korea.
Yeah.
I love my country, North Korea.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, I just fucking Ian, man. He's just a piece of shit, you know? Like he's been such a pain in the ass for years, man.
We have it never stops. I mean, every episode there's a new thing. It's great because he's an Elon dick writer, so also Elon is like that. So they complement each other. You know, in Yakuza 8, they have these 2 pieces of equipment that you can pair on 2 characters so that it boosts your combo attacks. We really need to get IMC and Elon to wear the two rings, and they can boost each other's JO potential or something. I don't
Hell
know.
They already do. They both have crystals. They're linked. They were from the same area.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
when you jack it with a bro who has the same crystal, it really boosts the power.
Yeah, Elon actually put like a Wi-Fi chip in there, so like anytime they can just glow each other's pendants. That's how they know.
Well, and
Ian's gooning now.
It's like,
Elon's
I got a
got the whole-
synchronization moment.
He's got the whole space Tesla thing, so they've got a jingle. We're jacking on the moon. Like they got a whole thing for it.
Oh,
So the one last thing for me and Miles Strong I have is
There's more.
there's more.
There's just one more thing. There's this. It's not breaking news, but I just found this really really funny tweet. A pair of tweets from Ian. Here we have October 5th, 2019. Ian says anybody can be a fry cook. Not everyone can be a CEO.
Oh.
And Here is one tweet of his that is much more recent. I don't have a date on this one, but he says, "I got myself a grill." And there's a picture of the grill, and there's a picture of the saddest pizza I've ever seen. It is shaped.
Oh, what
It
the
is
fuck?
shaped like a bow tie, but one of like the wings of the bow tie has a massive hole in it, and
If
there's just the
people,
pepperoni just
the
off to the side.
pizza is shaped like the map for a fantasy nation.
Complete with the massive hole in it.
Yeah, this looks
Yeah,
like
there's
fucking
like a lake in the
Westeros.
middle. Yeah, it's Randland. I guess he made a pizza, but it's not just a grill, it's one of those
It's
like
like a
ones
George
that
Foreman.
closes. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a sandwich press kind of deal. So he
Yeah.
made like a weird pressed pizza thing.
Yeah, this
Oh God,
looks
it looks disgusting. This
I
is
mean,
dude.
here's the thing. It looks like it would probably be appetizing to eat if you made it yourself.
I
You know,
guess.
This is like
it's at that level where like I
yeah,
wouldn't take this from somebody, but
yeah.
if I made it, I mean,
I wouldn't
This
show this to people. This would be
yeah,
shame
yeah,
food.
this is peak alcoholism.
I
I've
What
been
was the
divorced.
what was the famous movie Bob recipe that had like Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew. He made two separate Mountain Dew marinated chickens. One of them was a full
Oh,
chicken, and one of them was just like a breast,
oh
Hell
god.
yeah,
an
dude.
undercooked breast.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, okay, like you make a pulled pork in root beer or Dr. Pepper, but I can't
Yeah.
imagine chicken would work that great.
I I genuinely make a mean fucking Cheerwine roast.
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh.
like it's a thing, but
It's really
I just
good. It's just you don't
that still
fucking
sounds disgusting though.
I
you don't do
mean,
it with chicken, and you don't do it with
I
Mountain
don't.
Dew.
I mean, I don't like Mountain Dew under the best of
You do it
circumstances.
that
with cola for like the
see
vanilla flavoring and all that.
that could make a
Cola.
great scum cooking thing.
I would like to do a cola pulled pork. I haven't tried that. I
Yeah,
think that
like
would be
I either
good.
like a standard cola or like a
Uh,
cherry cola, something like that.
Weird. Another weird question for this
Very,
is a
yeah.
possible thing down the road. Do you happen to have Mountain Dew Code Red in Canada?
I think so. I mean, we have a bunch of them. The only one I've ever really liked was Baja Blast.
Baja
I
Blast
like
is
Baja
good. So
Blast, it's good.
Code Red is the best.
The problem with
I like
Mountain
Code Red.
Dew,
It's fine.
it's too red. It's too red flavored. It's like the punch
Yeah.
one, right?
It tastes kind of
It's like
like cherry
cherry-ish.
red. Yeah.
I've never been a huge. I'm not big on the red flavors, like maybe cherry punch, whatever. Like
Yeah.
I used to really like Livewire, but then it went from like Mountain Dew mixed with like an orange twist to just Crush,
Yeah, it's
and
pretty
it's not
much
that
just
great again.
Crush.
Not that great anymore.
yeah, that sucks.
Pitch Black's pretty damn good.
I
Pitch
think I
Black is
remember
good.
liking that okay. The problem with Mountain Dew, I'm trying to say, is it's too fucking flat. It's never fizzy enough. It's always like it's just already gone flat. I hate
It
Mountain
needs.
Dew.
Oh fuck! It needs to be fizzy like Sprite. Honestly,
The Sprite's better for that. I mean,
Sprite
Sprite's
is
so
definitely
good.
a lot fizzier,
I
yeah.
mostly drink Coke and like Dr. Pepper if I want to get a little spicy with it, you
I
know?
feel it. I've become a Sprite guy over the last couple of years.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm such a piece of shit too because, like, when I moved to Toronto, I was so excited to go to stores and be able to pick up, like, oh, it's a weird limited edition fucking Coke from another country that just this little store has, because sometimes you get that. And now
Yeah.
I just drink Coke, like, regular box of Coke, 3 of those every day, like a fat boy. I'm like Boogie over here.
I feel that, dude. I've kind of cut down on soda lately. Like I've just
Oh,
been.
you need to. You gotta. It makes you
I've been
feel
trying to.
better.
It really
Like I
does.
want to, but it's like an addiction thing at this
Yeah.
point.
Well, now I've just went to caffeine pills instead. That's where I'm at.
That sounds disgusting. What is with you and these weird pills, Bane? Stop.
Hey, look,
Bane is the first pill-based life form.
yeah,
Bane's
hey,
gonna become the first supervillain who's entirely based on pills as a backstory.
look. I most of my life is based off the video game Max Payne.
Oh, that's
Haven't gotten
fair,
a lot of
actually.
gunfights. It's just mostly the pill part, really.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
if Bane ever kills people, we can blame video games on this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, specifically Max Payne.
there's
We're
not
gonna
much
we're gonna
else.
we're gonna take the fight to Sam Lake.
There's not much else you
Yeah.
can
It's
blame
his
it
fault.
on. No, I'll blame it on Alan Wake's American Nightmare. There you go. That's funny. There is another Elon Musk thing.
Oh boy.
Although this one's kind of like funny because Elon Musk did something. So
Mm.
this is something that a YouTuber Too Lazy to Try covered. I'm gonna shout him out. But there's this guy Brett Weinstein. He's another he was anti theism, and then he became like anti SJW. But
Oh, good
apparently,
name.
yeah, but apparently he decided to like go on the Joe Rogan Experience and talk about how Elon Musk like somebody hacked him, so he went to meet with Elon Musk and got unhacked, and then he was telling Elon Musk apparently in these big DMs. He sent this guy a lot of DMs. Elon Musk said, "Please stop spamming me," and then blocked him. And this guy
Holy
announced this
shit.
publicly.
That's kind of embarrassing.
Why would you announce that publicly?
Exactly. I'll link you the video to watch later because it's funny. Again, the YouTuber is the number 2 lazy and 2 try. He's got
I feel like.
yeah.
Go ahead.
He's got a Costanza profile picture, so you know he's pretty good.
Oh,
Oh,
that's. I
nice.
think I might know who you're talking about. Yeah, it seems like these days there's a real rise in people that just kind of think that they're in the right somehow, and like they'll record themselves, and they just somehow are watching a completely different TV show than everyone else.
Oh
Because
yeah.
everyone else is seeing this and they're like, oh, this fucking guy is being a baby. He's being childish. Stop complaining about your pup cup, you fucking F slur. But then, one guy with this fucking camera is just like, no, I'm the hero here. Give me my pup cup. I'm the hero.
Yeah, it's like as much as I like to shit on Elon Musk, I respect that he just saw like a like four paragraph, like 4 separate DMs that are 4 paragraphs,
You really
and it's
said,
just
shut
like,
up.
yeah, no,
Leave me alone,
I
please.
ain't reading this shit.
He just
Blocked.
hit him with a "you're gay."
It was literally, please stop spamming, and I'm like, yeah,
That's fair.
respect.
Yeah.
Like Elon Musk, he's busy looking at like Twitter charts and how to make them worse. He doesn't need his
Yeah.
fucking
He's
DMs
busy
spammed.
stealing memes.
Elon Musk is busy furiously jerking off while he makes Twitter worse and
Oh
name searches.
I don't know how he's
God,
been going on for so long. He's been just edging, keeping making. He's been edging and he's been making Twitter worse, just both at the same
If he
time for such a
ever
long time.
if he ever nutted, that would be the end of the website.
oh yeah.
Oh
Once this
God.
edging situation's over, this website's dead.
This whole fucking house of cards is about to tumble down, people.
Honestly, that might be a good thing.
It's
Yeah,
time.
it's been
So,
time for a
I
while.
actually have a thing to bring up real quick that I just saw on on the hang on.
well, real,
Oh,
real quick, I was segueing.
oh, geez. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't worry. Keep it for next, like, after this, because this I feel like this is going to be a very short thing. It's just there's some details that, God, they're funny.
What was the segue?
So the whole Twitter being fucking bad, awful.
Oh,
I hate it.
Yeah,
So the yellow paint discourse is back.
oh,
yeah.
that again. I saw
Yeah.
something about
So
that.
So let me get the what, I'm just gonna fucking just send it as is. You're gonna have to deal with it being with the website name being wrong.
Yeah.
But so there was yellow paint in the Final Fantasy 7 Part 2 remake Part 2. Yellow paint denoting like what ledges are grabbable because apparently there's climbing in Final Fantasy now.
Yeah.
And it's very obvious that these were fucking painted yellow, and it's not like they're like, oh, here's a ledge that's man-made and it would have, a reason to be yellow. No, it's rocks.
Yeah.
Well,
Rocks that are
it is
conspicuously painted
clearly.
yellow.
No, I mean, like, if you look at it, it's rocks that are kind of surrounded by other colored rocks that are like, there's natural ones, and then there's ones that are kind of bismuthy or whatever, like pink and
Yeah.
blue, and
Well, yeah,
just
those are natural
gold.
rocks as well. It's just then
They
there's
do they
these
do stick out,
there
obviously,
are
yeah.
these ledges here that are just painted yellow.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And
pretty obvious. I mean, my counter to this, I will say, like, I understand, yeah, it's really clear when games do that. It's annoying. It's too handholdy, but You didn't need that back in the day when it was like GoldenEye and there could be like one object in a room.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
now it's like everything looks climbable and high res and highly
yeah.
detailed. So you got to kind of handhold people a little bit, like.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
as the detail gets higher, you kind of have to be like, all right,
But
Well,
you got
see,
to think of
see,
more clever ways of doing it than
yeah,
yellow paint.
yeah, you
yeah,
have to find a better way of doing it than just painting the ledges yellow, you know?
Yes.
Because like it's very obnoxious and it's very out of place. And I just feel like you could do this better. Like maybe make those rocks like a darker color or something like that. Maybe make
Just
them
make them
a different
different,
type of
multiple
rock.
different colors or something.
Yeah, fuck it. Make
Yeah.
them made out of. Just make it so that they're like, fuck. What are they called? The
Make it so
little
they've
nail
got like
things
diamonds on
that
them.
people use for climbing.
Something like that. There's ways around it. There's a lot of ways you could make it more intuitive, or even just
Yeah.
have like a thing where Cloud throws up like a climbing thing and,
Or just make a
automatically
UI
does it.
thing. Make a UI thing that like points up the fucking thing. That's not as bad because it's not trying to be part of the game world, you know?
yeah. But I mean, games have been
And
doing it for a very long time. I mean,
yeah,
even Mario 64 like shipped
Yeah, I
for it.
mean
But
Mario 64 just has like
yeah,
he
just
posted. For some
point
reason,
arrows.
Mario is green here, and there's a toad that's
Okay.
brown. I don't know what's going on there,
All
but
right, this might be
okay, yeah,
edited
yeah. You're
actually.
talking. Yeah,
well,
you're
that's the real level
I
though.
see
There's
it.
like
Yeah.
lines on the ground, and I mean, you
Yeah, I
could
But
remember that
also,
do
from the
that.
actual level.
I think we should switch instead of yellow to red. I think Mirror's
See
Edge
that
got it right.
that's the thing. I think that fits stylistically with Mirror's Edge a lot more
Yeah,
than
Yeah,
Mirror's Edge's whole thing was the
but
interactable
and like
stuff.
it, say
yeah,
that was like a Kill Bill game or something like that. Yellow is a pretty big color in Kill Bill. I feel like making the objectives yellow in that would make a lot of sense.
Persona 4,
Persona,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Or geez, anything really. Just something that isn't Final Fantasy, a game which I mostly fucking
Well, Final Fantasy
conflate.
10, maybe, I don't know.
Well,
Not
yeah,
7. 7's
but
like
like
green
yeah,
and blue.
yeah, I conflate that shit with green, blue, a little bit of white.
yeah,
Oh yeah, there's white. I mean, yeah, no, it's all over the place. The yellow paint, it's a little annoying. I think it's kind of a minor complaint.
Yeah,
But I
it really is.
consider
But that's
yeah,
my big issue is that I'm obviously I'm on the against the yellow paint side. I
yeah,
feel like there should be people devs should be more creative instead of just like slathering everything in one color of paint. But at the end of the day, this discourse is stupid and I hate it.
I like the guy Mr. Floyd here who says maybe if modern AAA games didn't regularly sacrifice readable environments for the sake of ultra realism, that wouldn't be a problem.
Sure.
Needing to,
Yeah,
have like stuff to. I remember when I started playing Horizon Zero Dawn 2, which I can only imagine its name was Horizon 1 Dawn. I don't think it was. But I
your
remember
spirit's in the right place.
walking into
It's
some
funny.
I remember walking into some room and it was trying to show off like a certain thing in the room, but there was so much fucking shit in the room that looked kind of cool that I was like looking in completely the wrong direction while my characters were commenting on some other shit that was happening. And I feel like that happens sometimes in games where if you don't have the camera like force you to look in a direction or just a cutscene, or you have yellow paint or something,
Yeah,
like, then that's gonna kind of happen. I mean, this is it's a little annoying. I hope this game cuts back on the sliding through like alleys to cut down on loading times or whatever. Pretend it's not loading. That whole thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
That
See,
To
was
be
like
fair,
all
that's
over the
also been a
place,
thing for a
and
while.
yeah, and
well,
also
that
we're
was
getting to the point now.
famously a big thing in FF7 Remake.
We're also getting to a point now where like games are like way more open, even in like somewhat linear games. They're way more open than they were even
Yeah.
10 years
Less
ago.
points of no return and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I'd
I
say
mean, the
my
thing is, like,
yeah,
people have been waiting for games to look nicer, and it's kind of getting harder for games to look that much nicer. People
Yeah.
were talking about it in the Discord. They were just talking about like, yeah, you can go up to 4K and HDR and everything. Like I was even saying, uh, Yakuza 8 doesn't look really even that good compared. Like it looks pretty good on
Yeah.
my PS5 with an HDR 4K TV and everything. It looks pretty good. It doesn't look that much better than like 1080p Gaiden on my computer that has like,
Yeah.
the same lighting and everything, and all the settings are still up high, but it doesn't have like 4K and it doesn't have like those extra couple of things. So it's
Yeah.
like it's really kind of reached like that kind of plateau or something. And
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
we're getting at the point of diminishing returns, I
Well,
think, with
exactly,
graphics.
well,
yeah,
we're
yeah. And
getting to a point. Yeah.
I've been waiting for games to go more for like, really, really complex more than really
Really
like
good looking. Yeah.
CPU and RAM intensive more than video, like that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I think that's what the
Simulate
next
the
gen
whole
will
world
be.
at once. Yeah. I mean, that's what everybody thought this gen would be. But that segues nicely into the thing I wanted to talk about, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
I have
apparently,
one more thing I want to mention, and I'm
uh
sorry. But
Jesus Christ, Tristan.
I know. I just I don't know.
You're
But
good.
so someone was talking like, "Oh, well why everyone's so mad that it's just the color yellow, and if it was done in a different way, people wouldn't mind." And like, yeah, yeah, you're right. But also, the same person was bringing up one of the big sticklers for this was the boxes and crates in the Resident Evil 4 remake, and also the ladders where
Yeah.
they would just be slathered in yellow paint. And this person brings up that they kind of glowed a bit in the original GameCube PS2, the original version of the game.
Yeah.
And uh, that's uh, that's an engine limitation, buddy. You
Oh
couldn't
yeah.
fucking have that many you couldn't have dynamic objects have the same stage lighting in that engine. That's why they look that way. And they look worse on the PS2 because it's less powerful. And also, someone got really mad that I mentioned that because apparently it's not part of the point, even though it's I don't know. People are weird. Anyway, the guy that I told it was a technical limitation blocked me for saying that, so that's cool. That's funny.
Oh man, that's great. I still, it's like kind of unrelated, but a little bit. I remember like a decade ago, some guy blocked me on Twitter who I knew through like Gamergate or whatever, but it was just some guy who I had like, pleasant conversations with. All I did was say like the PS4 doesn't have a lot of games right now. And he got
Controversial.
super upset about it and he blocked me. And it
Oh
was
yeah.
like
Very
it's
cool.
such a simple thing. It's one of the funniest blocks I've ever had because I
Such a
was
it's
like,
such a
that's all it took.
random
Wow.
shit post. Jeez.
It is. Yeah, it is wild. So,
So I
all
was
right,
gonna
what you
bring up
got?
here. So this is a tweet, and the person says, "N-word, for the first 2 years, you had to perform Haitian voodoo rituals to buy a PS5 before a robot did."
Oh
And that's
yeah.
in response to an IGN article that says, after sales of the PS5 failed to meet expectations, Sony has said the console is entering the latter stage of its life cycle. Wow. That's great.
Yeah. And we're
I feel like
That's
a shit for buying one. I was really hoping it would get better, but I guess not.
That's also let me see if I can find it. I forgot.
Like the worst thing you can say about a product too. It's like, don't buy one.
Oh, that's not even the worst thing I think they've even said. Let me see if I can try to
very
find it.
the gaming sphere is very strange right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Microsoft's
Yeah,
also going like
yeah.
multi-plat.
Microsoft going multiplat, Sony being
Yeah.
like, "Hey, so we're gonna wind down the PS5, so you might as well we'll just wait out for the PS6. Fuck it,
It's
why
been
not?"
like 3 years. We're done.
I mean,
We're outie.
to be fair, the last generation, like this would
The
have been
last
the if
generation
Yeah.
was like a decade.
no,
There's
because
No,
still loaded stuff on the
that
PS4.
was a PS3
that's
generation. That
that's
was
the
a
thing.
decade.
That's the thing. If the previous generation PS4, Xbox One had started when this one did, we'd be about halfway through it.
Yeah. Also, The Suikoden creator, this I guess is news from
Ooh.
earlier. I guess he died on the 6th.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
Well, that's
shame.
unfortunate.
Rest in
Fuck.
peace to that guy, man. I
Two
really
I
two
like
mean,
Suikoden
people two
too.
people who died, death announcement today, who died multiple days beforehand.
vastly different people.
Drastically different. One,
Very, yeah, fucking drastically.
holy
Good
shit.
lord.
But
Should
yeah.
we should we talk about that, or
Well,
should we talk
well,
about Jon Stewart?
hold on.
Nice.
I got more. I got more to
Oh
talk
yeah,
about.
Jon Stewart.
We'll talk about Jon Stewart, but
Jon
also
Stewart. We
Sony
should leave it at
announced that they will not be
that.
releasing any new major existing franchise titles before March 31st, 2015. So no
2015.
wow.
2025, my bad. So nobody in
Nice.
nobody in this, like, nothing major this fiscal year. God damn it.
Yeah, that's actually in. Why would they do that?
So we're
That's
getting like a. It's funny you say 2015. It sounds like we're getting a Nintendo 2015 where their biggest release was like Animal Crossing
Fucking
for the
Amiibo
Luigi U.
Festival or
yeah,
whatever.
for
Yeah.
3DS, yeah.
Some shit like that. I mean, I guess they
Honestly,
put out that stupid little PlayStation portable thing that
if
sucks
Yeah.
ass.
if Nintendo wants to like release the Switch 2 this year, they have
That's
just
for
straight up
rumor.
open season.
That's for rumor for this year
Like
is
if they do it this year, like they come out next month and say, "Hey yo, it's coming out October." Like that would be so fucking big for them because
it'd be smart.
Microsoft is going multi-plat, Sony's slowing down things.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, we're
The
recording before
market's
the Xbox thing
ripe for
too.
them to swoop in.
The Xbox thing is tomorrow. So
Oh yeah.
Well, I have no excitement.
well, here's what I'll say. I
I'm
don't.
down to check it out.
Well, it'll be a podcast, so it's not gonna be like a live thing. But
Never mind. I'll look at the headlines then.
I mean, I'm gonna listen to it. But my expectations are, I think Microsoft is going to save stuff like Halo and Gears for Xbox, because they're going to release another console.
Okay.
The rumor is they're doing next gen, similar concept of one big console that's really powerful for at home, and then the second one is going to be a half portable, half docked console, much like the Switch, but as like a Series S kind of thing.
Okay. All right.
Both of them will be sold without a disk drive, but we'll
No.
have.
Well,
Well, hang on,
that
hold on.
sucks.
We'll have a disk drive sold as an add-on, even for the docked
Okay.
one.
All right.
Funny thing about the Switch is that I guess that's just like the new thing that we're doing now. It's tempting to
I'm
be
game,
like,
honestly. It's a good gimmick.
it is. I mean, it's tempting to be like, oh, they're all just ripping off Nintendo, but it's
It-
sort of
but
like, well, when
it's a smart design.
Nintendo
Yeah.
does Mario, you might as well rip off Mario, right?
Yeah.
So, like, they did the Switch, you might as well. It's a pretty good idea.
Honestly, I think the only reason that
Yeah.
the Steam Deck hasn't like gone up to that point is because
It's
they
so
didn't
fucking
release
expensive.
well that, and also it didn't really release with a dock, so it was
Yeah.
literally just
It-
hey,
it
here's a
just got
portable
dock
PC.
like just
Yeah.
about a year after, I think. Almost.
Yeah, it was like relatively recently.
But
When I can buy a Steam Deck in a fucking Walmart, or maybe not a
yeah,
Walmart, but like,
but
a
a
store where
GameStop
it,
or
yeah,
Best
it comes
Buy.
in a box, it has the dock with it, like, then I'll have a Steam
That'd be
Deck,
nice.
Now,
Yeah.
then the second thing I think they're gonna do is they're going to put like some games will be like for the first year probably still on Xbox. Where like
Okay,
Starfield, I especially that Indiana Jones game. I think those games will be there for like 1 year, and then PlayStation, maybe Switch or Switch 2,
I
what
imagine
have you.
something like, hey, like Doom fucking 5 or whatever
Yeah.
is probably gonna be,
There's no way
like
the next Elder
multi-plat.
Scrolls game does not drop on PlayStation day one. Like, there's no fucking
Well, I
way.
mean, the thing is like I know it's a different thing, but
Yeah.
it's kind of the same thing. Elder Scrolls Online is pretty huge on PlayStation,
Yeah.
so yeah, they would be pretty dumb to not want to tap into that market.
And then stuff like Sea of Thieves and obviously like Call of Duty, I think even like I think Starfield will probably go to PlayStation because
Well, that's been the big rumor.
business wise though, it makes sense. Like, one, Halo, like Halo will sell consoles. Even if a state
Yeah.
Halo's in, Halo will sell consoles.
Halo will sell consoles, but they seem to not recognize that or care, because, like, didn't they just not bother? Because Halo didn't really launch with this new one.
It was supposed to, but honestly, it was a smart move pushing it back. It was a smart move.
Well, yeah, because it was such a pile of
It
shit even when it came
if
out.
they had launched it in that state, ooh.
Yeah, people would not have been kind to it. They would
But
have been a lot less kind to it than,
yeah,
than they are.
Infinite was rough, but it was better than Halo 5, which is what the community wanted. It's something better than Halo 5.
The problem now is, like, I don't know.
The problem now is
Uh,
what's next.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to buy a fucking PS6 in a year and a half or something, but, like,
Yeah.
I'm just
Are
thinking, like,
they are they just not doing single player expansions?
For Halo Infinite, I think the plans kind of shifted because the original
Oh, that
plan
sucks.
was expansions, but a lot of those people don't work for 343 anymore,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
things are
so it
looking
turns
kind of
out,
bright.
yeah, unless you care about the story, which, haha, a lot of people do.
I mean,
Yeah, like Halo's one of those
it's
series where people
yeah.
like the story.
I mean,
In most cases,
there's a
probably
place
more
they
than the
can go at. There's a
gameplay.
place they can go after Infinite. It's they didn't end it in a way they couldn't kind of like pick something back up.
I'm just so done with the villain of the week, like, precursors to the precursors of the precursors
Yeah,
or
they
whatever.
they need a new overarching villain, and they
They
honestly missed their chance with the Didact because, like, as stupid as he is, as much as
yeah.
I don't like him, he is still like a villain,
I mean
and to kill him off,
yeah.
not in the game but in
Well,
a comic, but then to also
Halo,
bring him back, I think maybe for a coloring book.
The coloring book wasn't canon. It's
Okay, all right. Well,
yeah. I mean,
they have
Halo
been in the
never
brought in the
past, and that's
really
coloring book. It
strange.
wasn't. Yeah.
Halo never really had any, like, particularly great villains. It was always like kind of a nebulous force, or, like, it's got the like the prophets or something, but and like Gravemind, I guess, but none that are like a personal threat in the way that, like, that guy was basically Ultron, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, I don't know. I would
They're
say that
more
the
threats around everything.
I would say that the Covenants are more of a personal threat than the Covenant are a more personal threat than anything else because, like, we're humans and they're killing humans,
I
and that's
guess
bad.
they're, yeah, personal on a kind of grand army scale, yeah, I
Yeah, and then
suppose.
of course there's also, like, the Arbiter and Master Chief. They have kind of, they got a little bit of beef, but they got to work together. And
Yeah.
also, you have the
But the
Prophets, who
the
that's
didact
very
is
personal with the
That's
Arbiter.
true. I guess it's just the didact is the one who's just like, you could imagine him and the Master Chief getting in like a fucking karate fight,
Yeah, I mean they basically did.
Yeah.
essentially.
Be right
I
back.
just remember that fucking fight was like that. Halo 4 is such a pile of shit. The ending of that game came and I didn't even know it. There's like, I guess, like a QTE or something, and he's just dead, and I'm like, wait, that's it? And I was so disappointed, I couldn't believe it.
That wasn't even him actually dying because they brought him back and then killed him off again.
Yeah, I don't think I'd been, not okay. So the most disappointed I'd ever been was, like, in a video game, was when I played. Well, okay, the most was fucking when I wished for Superman 64 for my birthday, and
Oh,
Oh.
thank thank God my dad only rented it for me. But boy, that was an experience. But no, other than that, it was playing Fallout 3 and getting to the ending and just having that moment of
yeah.
like, but why? But
Did
Fox is
you? Yeah,
immune!
Yeah.
Fox with you. Oh, that's even worse.
And I didn't have the broken steel or anything. I think I learned later. I was like, I have to pay money to fix your ending, the whole
Yeah.
thing. But then,
Thankfully, I got the Game of the Year edition, and I
oh
just
yeah,
installed the DLC from the disc after I finished.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but then Halo 4, it wasn't to that level, but it was just that kind of like, wait, it's over. Oh, it was like
Yeah.
disappointment more than it was like shock and betrayal. That was how I felt with
Honestly, I genuinely think a
three.
disappointing ending might be like the main thing that like makes people not enjoy a film. Like
A
a
lot of
film can be really
people,
good up until the ending, but if the ending is
oh,
really bad, then that film is going to be hated.
I watched a movie one time with a friend. It was this movie, and it was a pretty good movie. The up until the ending, there was this thing that happened at the ending, and it just made them go like, "Well, that's it. I hate the movie." And I
Yep.
was like, there's no way." But the rest of the movie, what about the scene with no, it's terrible. It's garbage. I hate it. I
Yeah.
mean,
I've
it's
never
nice that
really
you like
understood that
it, but
mindset.
yeah, no, I mean, I didn't even dislike the ending that much, but I guess I can see why. It's sort of like the last season of Game of Thrones. Like, what's the fucking point of even watching all the good seasons just when you know the ending is not worth it? And that was always the argument with that, and I kind of see that,
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I speaking of Halo, I think I'm gonna start rewatching the Halo show to catch up to
Oh,
season
don't.
2.
Oh
Oh,
no.
is the
You
season
got
2 out?
Yeah, it's out.
you,
The first couple episodes I
Oh,
think have started to air.
you
you
gotta
got to tell us how it is.
Listen, don't bother. Listen,
Yeah.
babe, your life is too short. Don't bother
I
rewatching it. Just
well,
watch like
I'm already 2 episodes in. I
Oh,
still
Jesus
think
Christ, you are a retard. Just watch a
Stop sunk
recap.
costing. Nah. Like
no.
if
I'll
you
say this:
watch it though, let us know how it is.
that first episode, that first fight, man, I really still like it. It's just a shame that it's really rough after that.
Yeah.
The plasma weapons are really good. I just will give them praise for that.
Yeah.
Actually seeing people burn properly with that, it's like, oh fuck, all right.
I mean, hey, I guess so. It's just like
The idea of a
it's
Halo
such a
show is so good.
it's such a shame that that's what wound up happening after like how long was that fucking thing being talked? That's been
It
like
was
talked
supposed to be a
about as
movie.
long. It was as long talked about as the Metroid movie has been.
Yeah, which
Same like around the mid 2000s, it's been like next month, guys, there's gonna be a Metroid and a Halo movie, and then they're gonna fight. And it just never happened. And then it finally did, and it's this terrible show.
I mean, it seems like we're gonna get the Fall of Reach, which I want I
It's
hope they
wild
do
that they didn't
this.
start with that.
I kind of
Well,
get them
didn't they
not.
like completely fucking change the lore, so none of
Well,
that even.
yeah, it's a different telling, and I kind
Oh
of get it.
God.
I
I've had
kind of
enough
get
of
it.
that shit. Listen. When I watched the
Yeah,
Wheel of Time show, there was a great excuse that Brandon Sanderson, the guy who completed Wheel of Time, had,
yeah,
where he was like, "Listen, just because the show might not be exactly what you like, the wheel, turns in different ways, and each telling of the story of the Wheel of Time is going to be a little different, like trying to explain it with the lore." And I
yeah.
was really on board with that. And then I watched it again and I kind of stopped being so on board with that. So it's like just like I don't know, man, just
I mean, it's like they bring in some book characters. Like there's a couple names I hear, and I'm like, oh, hey, that's a cut.
Yeah, and
Um,
I know one of the characters from like specifically a short story is in it,
yeah, yeah.
and that's kind of cool.
Um,
you know what's so funny is how much they've abandoned the stuff from Halo 5.
well,
Because they had that
yeah,
whole like,
Yeah.
what was it, like a show or whatever that had Locke, the
yeah.
the Luke Cage guy.
I forgot the Nightfall. And Nightfall was actually like visually okay at some moments.
Yeah, I
It
remember seeing some of it.
I'll rank the Halo show as probably like the best production wise out of the three like live action things they've done. Because there's the show, there's Forward Unto Dawn, and then there's Nightfall. And I'd put Nightfall at
Okay,
like
all right. I thought you were about to count like something insane, like We Are ODST
no,
or
no,
Believe.
no,
I
no,
was gonna
no,
shoot
no,
you.
no.
Yeah,
No, no.
there's
Yeah,
no there's
nah.
no chance like with this show because like
Yeah,
Halo 1, what was so cool about it was that you assume going in it's just guys gotta shoot aliens. There's aliens, you gotta go
Yeah.
shoot aliens, and then you do it for a few missions and you shoot some aliens, and then you gotta go into a planet a little bit and do a couple of spooky things, and then
Yeah, you go through
and
the swamp and everything's like, ooh,
Yeah.
and then
ooh, why is it all green?
all of a sudden there's new aliens.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
shit, they're zombies, but they look like the nodules on my inner thigh.
Yeah.
Whoa!
They look like
They
a
look
fucking
like
skin
little
tag.
skin tags.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
they look like only use me blades toe.
Yo.
Oh my god.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
it
Which
was quite a time, and me as a whatever-year-old, you don't expect that. You don't expect it to suddenly become a horror game, and now you're kind of invested in the story. And then Halo 2 had more story, and then Halo 3 had more story, and then all of the games up until
Yeah,
343 took over had
you got
better story.
ODST, which is like
yeah.
fucking phenomenal, and Reach, which it's different, but it's still really really good.
People don't like reach for the gameplay stuff, but the actual like story stuff is
Yeah,
great.
no, I have not seen a single person dislike Halo Reach's story.
I
Like
like
Yeah.
it too.
the concept is inconceivable to me. The only gripe I can imagine people having is that it contradicts the book a bit.
That
Yeah,
was gonna
that is
what I
my
was gonna
gripe.
say.
Which I mean, yeah, whatever. But even still, it's a good story to be told, even if it doesn't like fully fit in the lore that was
I
written.
mean, it's like Bungie's
Concessions can be
fucking
made.
game, so like I'm gonna let them make their game the way they want to make it.
Yeah,
Also,
it's not like Eric Nyland is like fucking out here seething that his shit got written over, or that like he thinks he has or it's not like Eric Nyland is a fucking authority on the Halo lore from people who
No, he
actually made it.
was probably
yeah.
a hired gun writer type of thing.
Yeah,
Also,
kind of like Greg Bear and all those others.
Yeah.
the poster of
That
yeah,
does go kind of raw,
the poster for Halo
to be
Season
honest.
2 is Master Chief, his helmet's off, it's on the ground, and there's a bunch of battle rifles with other like different
I
Spartan
mean,
helmets. And
they've
Actually, I think those are
obviously
Marine helmets.
some are
they've
Marines, but you can see some Spartan ones back there.
Oh yeah,
they've
there's one right there.
obviously already lost me. They've got his fucking helmet off again.
Yeah,
They
Yeah,
have some
yeah.
but
stupid
I'll
fucking
admit,
thing.
but for
I
this,
know you're a shill,
okay,
Bane.
no,
I got you.
It is
but
raw as
but
hell
It's an
for
though.
all right poster.
but for one where it's like there's a bunch of dead soldiers, it makes sense here, I think.
They
But
had a
yeah,
whole
no,
thing where they said that if
It
you
goes,
don't like him taking off his helmet, you're watching the wrong show. And I just saw people
I
going,
mean,
"Yeah,
yeah,
I
that is
guess so."
dumb. That is dumb. Although he did save a sex scene, which there is a sex scene. It's kind of a
In season
spoiler.
2?
In season 1 was
Oh,
dumb.
I remember hearing about that
Yeah,
then,
which
yeah.
I'll admit it's really
His
dumb.
thrusting ass.
Yeah,
Master Chief.
I mean, this is more an adaptation of kind of the idea of the books, but yeah, for most people, when you expect Halo, you're not expecting like the preamble to the Fall of Reach,
I mean, you
and
just
then
never know, like, well, yeah, the whole concept of the show is fucking stupid. I mean, maybe the second season can save it a bit, but, like,
yeah,
it's just
because you're
interesting,
setting up
like,
going to the Halo ring, so
yeah, the fact that you're still there's not even a Halo ring, that's the
well,
name of the fucking show.
but
Yeah.
I
I
know
mean,
there's, like,
yeah,
setup, but,
It's called Halo because they're all so nice and angelic.
I don't know. You just started in like Combat Evolved. Why is this so hard? Do a fucking do a prequel season when people are like caught up and they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh, yeah, I'm down
start that
for a
in
reach."
medias res, bitch.
Exactly.
I
It's
would have at
perfect.
least
Think
got to the Fall of Reach in season 1.
the greatest thing in Halo is starting the first game and they're just like, "Have we lost them?" or whatever, and they're just like, "It's just happening, stuff's going
Yeah,
on."
you
Yeah.
start basically right after the beginning of the action.
Exactly. And right into the action.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Bungie Halo games are really good. Surprisingly, subtly good at storytelling,
they're
and
very very good. A lot
I
of
yeah,
think
people
ODST is
like
the best.
I was gonna
yeah.
say like
ODST is fantastic.
you never know when you see some TV show like this, like if it's gonna be one of these ones where somebody actually cared and was like in control, like the One Piece show,
Yeah.
where it was
See,
actually really good, and it was
that's the
like,
thing. I feel
and
like people
it
did care,
it
at
looks
least in
like the
the
Halo show or
yeah, at
something.
least with like the design team cared, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
like
can
the Halo
tell.
show looks like sort of like a real thing, but then it's just slop, and it's the same with like the Lord of the Rings show.
Yeah.
It looks like a real Lord of the Rings thing, but it's just a bunch of fucking slop. They've gotten really good at making stuff look right, but then
Yeah.
the writers can't fucking do it. I don't know what's going on. It's not like there's not good writers out there. I just don't know why they don't fucking hire the good writers.
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm interested to see. You know, there's a lot of good writers on season 1. I've seen them write on other things, or I mean season 2. Like I've seen some of these writers write on other things, so I'm like, okay, they've written things I've liked before. Different directors from
Yeah.
season 1. I'm holding out hope. Again,
I still wish they would make a season 2 of the Cowboy Bebop show, which I know is
I you know,
controversial, but like
I'm with you. I actually
I
like that
I
fucking
kind of want
show.
to see it for like a train wreck kind of.
I think they could
Vibe.
have.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think it was
I
that
thought it was
bad. I think
getting
they could have
good.
learned from their mistake. Well, I
I
mean, I
did
don't
not
know.
enjoy everything
Like
I saw of that show. I did not like.
saying
Besides the designs of a few
the
characters.
ending of the show was the Ed scene, so I
Well,
don't know
okay,
if you
now
can say it
I'm
was
not saying the
getting good.
direct ending, but I'm saying like by the end, like Faye was becoming more like Faye towards the show. Like Jet and fucking Spike were pitch perfect from the start in my book.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there
they
were a
were.
lot of things that I liked in that
Yeah,
show, and then just
visually it
yeah.
was really cool in some aspects. I thought.
Well, my whole thing was
I
just
haven't
you
seen any of
compare it.
that personally.
You compare any of it to like a I don't know, like I always use the example of Altered Carbon as
Yeah,
just a show that's just kind of bland, like sci-fi garbage, like it doesn't have much going on.
especially the second season where it feels like AI generated slop in a way.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of that sort of thing. I don't know. I have trouble with television. There's so like I'm saying, it's so difficult to find this stuff, and movies too these days. I mean, like you watch like a real movie, obviously, like an Everything Everywhere, and that's fine. But if it's something that's like, like there was that one really surprisingly good Transformers movie, Bumblebee, which came out, and nobody expected it to be good. We talked about it on the
Yeah,
podcast at one point. It was this guy who like founded the studio that made like Coraline and shit. He just decided to make I think his name's was it Travis Knight or
I
something,
think
I think.
so.
He just decided to make this Bumblebee movie because he likes Bumblebee, and what happened? It turned out to be the one really good Transformers movie, basically.
Yeah.
And
That's
like
what honestly that's honestly just what we need. Passion driven filmmaking.
exactly, and like the One Piece show, and yeah, and you never expect that, and some of the time, I don't know, it's just funny to see like you see something new announced, and you have to be like gun shy, like, is this gonna be the one of the ones where somebody gives a shit, or oh no, they got Colin Trevorrow to write it, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hate
You wanna
Colin
know what's
Bad
Trevorrow for a
robot,
bit.
never mind.
Yeah, you want to know what's crazy? The Colin Trevorrow version of the last Star Wars movie probably would have been a lot better than the actual one that released, the
Oh
J.J.
yeah.
Abrams version.
Well, I don't know about that, but the J.J.
Apparently, there was
Abrams
like a
version
big
was
part that like ripped off the
good.
Matrix, but that's the only thing that I personally had an issue with.
Yeah,
I didn't
originally it
like
was
all
titled Duel of the Fates.
The Ray and fucking what's his name
Kylo.
romance was really weird. No, not
Yeah.
Kylo, the other
Oh,
guy.
Finn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know where that was coming from.
I mean, it
I
was
remember
like
the Jenny Nicholson read through of that, and it was a very strange story.
Yeah.
yeah. God. Man, yeah, no, it's weird to think that like JJ I'll be 100% honest. I think I've said this before, but I don't think Force Awakens is a bad film.
Here's the thing.
I don't
Yeah.
think
I
anybody
think the
really
worst
hates
part
it.
about it is that it's a good film.
Yeah.
Like
I guess so.
it's a damn good film. Admittedly, it was copying off of 35-year-old homework, but it was still like, a good film.
Yeah, and plus
And
like you also got to
the
think
the
it was
issue with
what it was trying to do. It was perfect for that, though. I think.
But I
yeah, but
mean,
the
like,
issue the
even
issue with
then,
it is that you started off this new trilogy by retelling the first part of the old trilogy.
Yeah.
the problem with that too is that like Star Wars was already pretty derivative of like a lot of shit. Like everybody's
Yeah,
already talked. It's like Seven Samurai, Flash Gordon, whatever else. And so
even the
just having
prequels are a lot like political drama shows.
Yeah.
yeah, and just having like a new show that's like a new movie that's like basically recalling the same stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's stale at that point. A lot
Yeah,
of the culture war people talk sometimes about like, why don't we ever get this kind of character or this kind of story? It's like because we've seen 40,000 movies that have that going on.
Yeah.
It's time to just shelve the concept of like this or that. I don't know.
yeah.
Some of the shit that's been in everything.
Show us something like new, different.
Show
Yeah.
Give
us a
me.
man with a turkey on his head going through life with problems.
See, I was just gonna say like a weird lore movie where like there's strange concepts introduced and it's all kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like give us some avant-garde shit, you know?
Yeah,
Well, I
give
mean, like,
us.
Give us a Star Wars art film about a man who lightsabered off his own dick. Do something.
I mean, there's the Star Wars Visions thing, the
Yeah,
anime
that was
one.
really fucking cool because it was
Yeah.
a new thing.
the other thing
Oh,
is
they're
like
doing
the
another season of that.
stories. Do you remember
Yeah, it's
like the
great.
story films, like Rogue One and Solo? Like
Yeah,
those were perfect ideas. I think Rogue One is really good. It's essentially
yeah,
a
like
Vietnam film, but
yeah, it's great.
yeah,
And Solo failed honestly unjustly in my opinion because goddamn, it's a fun action movie.
it's a
Everybody was just sick
It's
of
not
Star
great.
Wars.
It's
yeah.
not great,
It
but
kind
it's
of
really really
it
fun.
hit at the worst time. Plus, originally, like it was supposed to be a Phil Lord and Chris Miller film.
Hmm.
They had shot like I think I'm trying to see how much here. I think it was like 70% of a film.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yep, and then they got let go because essentially they didn't like Disney hired them knowing the kind of directors they are. They are
I remember.
very
They,
improvisational, very comedic.
they got fucking Ron Howard to replace them. That hack fraud.
Yeah, Ron. I'm remembered as Opie. I mean, I like him as a director for some things, but Ron Opie Howard to really butcher the job,
yeah.
which is a
It wasn't that
shame.
bad, but what was it? What
It's
can I
got
fucking
good
speak?
ideas.
Yeah, it's fun. It has some really cool ideas. I think it does go through with some of those pretty well.
Yeah,
I
I
saw
like a
Darth
lot of
Maul
the
and I
actors.
clapped.
I really need to watch the Andor show because
Yeah,
that looks
I
supposed to
watched the
be
first three
great.
episodes. I watched the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
three
I can
episodes of
see
that, and
that.
it's so good, man. It's so
Yeah,
good. I really gotta
apparently,
watch the rest.
apparently it only gets better. Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah,
only
I've heard that
been.
the first one has like awful pacing issues and like isn't very interesting. And
I
I was
always like
enthralled, and I
that.
thought the pacing was cool.
Yeah, I love that when people are really annoyed about a thing that you're like, oh, that's great, that's good, that's a good
Yeah,
sign.
that's another thing. People thought the pacing of Rogue One was like way too fast. I was in it from the start.
Mm,
Really?
Like,
I
okay,
mean,
yeah, set me up. Tell me what I need to know, and then we could start the action. Hell yeah.
I
I'm
need to
familiar with
watch
what a
some more
Star
of
War
these.
is.
I need to watch more of these Disney Star Wars movies because, like, enough of them that I just were, whatever.
Yeah,
I
that's
fucking, I played Dark Forces or whatever,
yeah.
Jedi Outcast. I don't need to fucking, which one was it? It was the first one. It was Dark
Yeah, it was Dark
Forces.
Forces.
Yeah. I
But
was annoyed at the time because I
yeah,
liked. I
it's
was
a bit of a
actually
shame.
I was going through those games at the time that had Kyle Katarn, and it starts with that one where you're stealing the Death Star plans or whatever. And then I was like, oh, they're making a movie about that. Maybe they'll have Kyle Katarn. He could have his movie, and that just didn't happen. I guess we got Cassie and Andor though, so there you go. You know.
Yeah.
I guess it's
honestly,
better to have new things. I shouldn't complain that they didn't
yeah,
just give me a reference, but it
Yeah.
seemed like a good
honestly,
opportunity to do a reference.
honestly, in my opinion, I think Disney Star Wars is very strange. That's the
Yeah.
end of the sentence now. But like it's like
What a brave opinion.
horrible. It's horrible when it comes to stuff like is my microphone buzzing? I hear a
No.
buzz.
No?
Hang on, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, we're
All right,
giving
am I
him a
back?
sec, people. He's
Alright.
back.
Oh, okay. So my audio is going to be fucked up. It stopped recording when I unplugged my mic.
Well,
Uh-oh.
it's still good on this end, so.
Yeah, it sounds fine on my end now. So it was just an issue with my loop
Gonna
back
get
through
all
thing
penisy,
pass
people.
through. But yeah, get a little penisy. But the lost my train of thought. Very cool. So the overarching like universe that they've been building is like really really shit because they're trying to do things that really only work when you've built up a large universe. And right now they're really only expanding the universe by saying, "Hey, here's this old thing from the previous canon. It's here now. It's not really as good though because we expect you to just kind of intuit what this guy's all about." So
Yeah. And then when we
like
do a movie about it, it'll be slightly different and weird.
yeah, but like overall it's awful because they're trying to force it. They're trying to do it all at once as opposed to just like putting out things that are good and then letting that build the universe itself like old Star Wars did.
Well, and the thing that
However, the individual projects are all pretty good with the exception of Rise of Skywalker. Uh
I don't know,
but
man.
like
Did you watch fucking Ahsoka? I mean,
I have not
Have
watched
not,
Ahsoka. To
yeah.
be fair, I like my most recent Star Wars exposure is the third episode of Andor. So, admittedly,
I've heard that. I know you liked the Obi-Wan show. I remember we
yeah,
talked
I did
about
like it.
that. I've seen a
It's
lot of
not
people
shot
say
very
they didn't
well, but
like
I
it.
still like it.
I've seen a lot of people say they didn't. I remember Red Letter Media, Mike was like positively saying he liked it. He was saying it was such schlock, he loved it. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of an endorsement.
It's it's personally really resonant to me.
Yeah, you
I
mentioned that.
admit that, but like I don't know. I just think I think it's pretty nicely written. Although, admittedly, I do think that Obi-Wan probably should have just stayed on Tatooine and dealt with something there, like some outlaw or whatever. But
Oh
I'm
man, I
glad
gotta
that
send you
this.
some of the like angry 4-hour video essays about how bad the writing is in
Oh
that
yeah,
show. Why didn't he take the Eagles to Mordor?
because
That's
the
a
Eagles
force ability.
because the Eagles have no self-control. They
Eagles
suck. We hate
Eagles
them.
can't fly
Fuck the
through space,
Eagles.
forehead.
We're racist against Eagles in this household.
Fuck those
Yeah.
But
birds.
like,
And Chinese people. What?
hang on.
Jesus. We're going to hell.
I say these things just to hear you guys' reaction.
Hell yeah, brother.
Uh,
So anyway, the blacks.
Yes.
so anyway, TwoMad died. Speaking
Yeah.
of, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We did,
wow.
we did talk about that, didn't we? Did we?
We did,
Yeah, we talked about it a
I was
bit
up
before we got
front.
sidetracked.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
He's
rest
fucking
in
dead.
peace.
Rest in peace,
yeah,
Bogo.
I did not like TwoMad. He was a little bit funny at first, but then he got really, really annoying.
He got real weird.
Yeah,
I don't
and
even know who he was. I think he fucked Belle Delphine or something, but
I
didn't
think
see
so.
it.
Yeah,
They took photos of with her, but I don't know if there was any penetration.
people
People
think
that
there
was
was.
fucking.
I mean,
I mean, she
It's-
does dress up like a child, so maybe, you know.
Yeah, maybe that's why he's into her. Anyway,
Yeah.
so apparently it was an overdose, according to the reports trademark.
Yeah.
And like right after, I'm not a YouTuber question mark Jameski with 2 eyes.
Yeah, I know who James Key is.
Says I can finally say it. TwoMad was a rapist and a pedophile. Over the past, this is all alleged, by the way, alleged by Jameski. I'm quoting Jameski here.
Yeah, he's
Over the
dead.
past-
I think we can get away with
Well, still, I want to cover my bases.
No, the guy wasn't a parent. Somebody pointed out in Milk Barn that he like nobody checked up on him for like 4 days before he
Yeah.
was found.
About 5
So,
actually.
so nobody's gonna sue us for saying that he was a rapist and a pedophile. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe
All right.
maybe
I'm
there will
quoting
be a
myself
Jew
then.
Wario situation where it turns out to have been faked, but like
I
I don't know,
I
man.
don't think so. I'll go over
I'm
that
not certain
later.
about this one. Yeah.
But we have quote again, continuing the quote. Over the past few years, he tried to murder me multiple times for helping the police and detectives in multiple states to investigate a lot of horrible things he's done. He wanted to take out multiple innocent lives by getting behind a wheel and going head on freeway while being high on illegal drugs. He didn't
Yeah, you
succeed
mentioned
once
that.
Yeah.
he didn't succeed once as he overdosed before killing anybody, so he tried it again. Despite him trying to murder me and multiple innocent lives, I've been trying to help law enforcement to make sure he's safe, doesn't get hurt, and doesn't harm anybody. Please remember that he's a rapist and a pedophile. He continued to prey on the vulnerable even after the police got involved, including a 13-year-old in mental hospital.
Oh
The
god.
tragedy doesn't excuse any of his actions. I will address a lot of stuff when I fully collect my thoughts. Past few months have been a total mess, and double space reason why I ended up in the ER. Please give me time. And you have people like, have them somewhere, like Josh, Jawsh. I recognize that name. And also Rubber Ross corroborating that. I feel like this is more true than not at the very least.
Yeah, from everything
Why
I've
not?
heard of TwoMad, I think
It
it's
does
real.
it passes the sniff check.
I think Rubber Ross has kind of like tossed some people under the bus before, but like I don't know. I mean,
He's
like
typically been pretty good
Yeah,
on.
not the
yeah,
he hasn't done any of that that I know of
I
personally.
guess
At
so.
least not when it's obvious, you know.
I think there was something. I don't know, but yeah, no. I mean, I'm out of the loop on the two mad. I mean, like, tried to murder this guy. Who is this guy?
He's a
James
YouTuber.
Jamesky? Who
Yeah.
exactly is that? What does he do?
I am
What's his
drawing
name? Who's his daddy? Is he rich like me?
a. Oh god, I can't. I don't know how to explain what he does. So I can't. I'm drawing a blank.
Well, you
This is
know,
making for great podcasting. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's
we're all on form today.
well, I mean, gee, you know, that's a reprise of the two mad situation.
Yeah.
An update, people. Breaking news: he's still dead.
Yeah. True.
Wow, amazing.
Still a corpse.
But like even though, you know, maybe he did, maybe he didn't you know, do all of this shit. He still kind of sucks. He made fun of Rihanna Gee after she was murdered. So that's very cool. That's very fun.
Yeah, which was
Uh,
a 16-year-old trans girl.
yeah.
Yeah, which is just, if at very least, it's fucking weird. Like,
Yeah. Like at the very, very, very least.
yeah, it's like
What did he say?
Basically posting pictures of her saying, "Yo, bro, I have a girlfriend."
yeah,
Oh, and like she's the girlfriend, the
yeah,
16-year-old dead trans girl.
the 16-year-old dead trans girl.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a funny joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
Got the
hilarious.
whole
funny as
got the whole
Char-
squad laughing.
That's almost as funny as Charles N-word cheese.
Okay, but
All
that's
right,
kind of funny
I
out of
might nibble a little
context
bit to
there.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
No, you gotta know about the context. There's real context.
All right,
Oh,
tell me the
sure, yeah.
context.
The context is it's N-word.
Oh, okay.
Understandable.
It's Chuck E. Cheese. E stands for N-word, like Edward, but it's
Yeah.
N.
Oh,
It's
The in.
apparent. So
oh,
apparently this is a
oh, ENWARD. Oh,
Oh.
apparently this is a super mega bit that got a lot of people upset because they also didn't understand it until it was explained to them
yeah.
during
I
this
mean,
cancellation.
That's.
But
I'm gonna name my son N-word Hitler.
yes, yeah, that's Tristan. His last is Tristan Hitler. Everybody,
Yeah.
that's his name.
No,
The
okay,
name
yeah.
Hitler really fell out of fashion.
I was
I don't
gonna
know
have,
why.
Yeah,
I was gonna have that be his middle name, but all right, yeah, that could be his last name. I got like $20.
exactly. Hey,
I
look,
can change my name.
you know, the beautiful thing is you can change your name to almost anything.
Listen, I think we
Almost.
talked about it, but Mama Max legally changed his name to Max Savior
No,
Striker.
yeah. Oh God, yeah, you're right. I forgot about the middle name.
I think I mentioned the
Holy
first
shit.
two, the first and last, but the middle name was news to me as of like a week ago.
Dude,
Yeah, that's a good
fucking
one.
how embarrassing. That's all I really gotta say about
Indeed.
Max is how embarrassing.
Yeah, that's how it be.
Yeah,
Speaking of embarrassing,
yeah,
go ahead, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, has he said anything outside of "I'm getting a job at McDonald's"
He
recently?
had some kind of fucking
Amazing.
he had some kind of like response post like a week ago or something, and it was basically just him being like, "You'll hear from me in the future." So he's probably gonna continue on trying to make a Camden Gerard Davis video, I guess.
Hey,
His like weird 10-hour like documentary about this guy or something. It's
his
gonna turn into like a whole hit piece on everybody that's wronged him. It's gonna be great.
oh yeah, I mean you're gonna be on there. You just know it.
Oh, I doubt it. I'm too small time. I would have been if it wasn't for the fact that everybody else jumped down his throat. I lost my chance at that. Now we have to clown on sexual assault victims. That's the only way.
I mean, hey,
Uh,
it could
Sorry,
work.
I spaced out for a second there. I came back to clowning on sexual assault victims. Hang on.
Yep,
Yeah,
we're
it's the only
finally
way.
yeah,
I'm
All
gonna get
right,
wicked
raper.
famous.
I'll do what must be done.
Yep, you're gonna have to dab
No.
on him.
I don't want to. I guess if we have to.
The dabbing is mandatory.
Yep. Ah, God, yeah. No, I cannot understand fucking people like him. It's baffling.
I don't know.
I got a guy though that I do want to
Oh,
understand. Oh, yep.
real quick, I want to finish up on the TwoMad
Oh,
stuff.
fair enough.
So, some funny stuff coming out of this. Someone 2 days ago posting the GIF of Topher Grace. I forgot what his character's name
Oh,
is. Eddie
Eddie
Brock.
Brock. Yep.
Eddie Brock in Spider-Man 3 at the church, saying, "Please God, kill the pedophile that Ray showed me." And they were talking, and they were talking about TwoMad. So
Yep.
that's funny. That's a funny little prediction there. TwoMad's second to last tweet is responding to someone saying that he fell off, little bro. Hop off the app and find something useful to do with your life, Lamau. Uh, he responded to that with 13 Ria Doj why.
Yep. Like 13 reasons why, as he's
Yeah,
tweeting as he's overdosing. Clearly, Jesus.
that is, yeah, very clearly.
So is this? Oh, well, that's not funny.
That's not funny, but gee, like fuck, holy shit.
Yeah, and
His
like
well,
that's his second to last tweet.
his last tweet was saying to somebody tweeting that he blocked them. The tweet Wumpus Wave.
What a way to go out.
Yeah.
Wumpus Wave.
Which is
Well,
you know what
everybody.
you know when somebody
See,
joins
that's
the
what this
Discord?
is all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also to read out some of these replies here. Someone at Not Part Drago said, "Damn, is this really his last tweet?" And then someone here tweets Belle Delphine, "Did he have a BBC?" Which I gotta check her replies real quick. She's gotta be tweeting about that. No, she's not. That's titties.
All right.
What a shame.
Congratulations.
It's titties and ass. Oh my god. All right, never mind. Oh, okay. Real quick. I guess I can rope an OnlyFans thing when we get to the next thing.
All right. Let me really quick finish up. I had to go look at the Wumpus Wave replies.
Yeah.
His last Overwatch game. 1 kill, 0 assists, 54 deaths, 13 mitigated. I don't know what that means. And he was
That's
playing
like
Hammond.
assists, I think.
Well, I'm assuming he died while playing, so he killed someone and then just died 54 times.
Yeah.
He definitely died in game. That's for sure.
I mean, that is
He
like
died 54 times during the middle of the game.
it's kind of funny, but man, shit.
This is how I'm gonna go out. God damn it! I just realized I'm gonna go out dead while playing a game.
Nah, don't do that. Well, at the very least, make sure it's not Overwatch.
Oh,
I'm
good.
gonna
Why would it be
die-
Overwatch?
I'm gonna die
Good question.
fucking.
I want to.
Fair.
Honestly, I want to go out that way too. Fuck. Maybe
I mean,
both.
we all want to go out that way, but you know.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Dude, move. You're costing us a game. TooBad. Dead on the ground. And then I know that Fentanyl was talking to TooBad like a Greek goblin.
Jesus Christ.
We're going to hell for this episode.
Yeah.
One of my
I mean,
favorite
if you
ones.
put the thing that I made on the episode, I mean,
Oh.
that was odd. That was evident.
Oh, 100%. I'm putting that there. There's also the classic Death Crane machine instead of Henry Kissinger. TwoMad. Is Ian Miles Cheong even in this thing?
One day, he's gonna get emails, Chong.
Soon.
One day, we can only hope.
We can only hope.
God, yeah. I just don't know how to. I responded to his final tweet by tweeting of me playing Lethal Company with boys. Ethan Ralph raped and murdered a hooker behind an Arby's dumpster in 1995.
Yay! Remember Rachel. Say her name.
Thank you, Rachel. Also, okay, well,
real quick before we
yeah.
do a speaking of Rachel, there's one thing that
Rachel.
earlier you might have noticed that I got upset and angry.
Mm-hmm.
Is from someone really stupid on Twitter. Remember the last black content creator that was showing clear signs of mental instability, and instead of advocating for his good health, everyone sent him to clown emojis?
No.
Yeah,
it's a picture of Etika.
This is reminding me of Etika a little bit, but
No,
except Etika wasn't a child rapist.
Yeah, don't compare TwoMad to Etika ever, man.
TwoMad is more like Mad Thad. TwoMad Thad, really.
He really
like,
is.
Etika was a dude, and it's really sad that he's gone. Don't rope him into this, man.
Yeah, Etika's death is tragic, man.
Like everyone's like, there was this one really stupid person who says, like someone was saying, "Hey, bro, don't compare Etika and TwoMad. They really ain't the same." And then they were like, "Etika stole bikes. He was a thief. That means he's bad."
Fuck it, people.
That's a good one, yeah. Stole the bikes.
I genuinely can't believe this shit. Oh God. Okay, yeah, he stole bikes.
He forged fake checks, Tristan. He deserved what
I would much rather have my bike stolen than be run over because some dude was high on fucking fent running head on into oncoming traffic. I would much rather have my bike stolen than die in that way, personally.
Oh, God.
Jesus. That is it's very sad to see that shit happening.
By the way, I'm gonna link you something because I actually planned on now we're recording this on Valentine's Day. I feel like I can link this and it makes sense. I gotta do a VX Twitter thing.
I hate that shit so much.
Saying it. But yeah, this is a Valentine's Day gift for the lonely men in your life. Wow, you gotta watch this shit.
I hate this
man in your life?
For the lonely men.
Well, let's see. Hang on.
This is from a website called My Pleasure Mate. I'm not saying the denomination here, but
you should contact them and see if they sponsor.
What is this?
This is for
it's the fucking Mega Suck 3000, the turbo fucking Joker.
You know what this is? This is literally something out of GTA 5. I'm not even kidding. There's a commercial for the docking, the Life Invader docking tablet. This is literally that.
Oh.
Listen,
the
women.
Way it,
call your man back when you have 2 different heat settings and 3 different speeds.
You know what I love though at the start where it's like,
and Tristan, you're forgetting it's also not woke, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
So
real women are woke.
I'm gonna try to put a video. I might actually put a video of this on YouTube. So if you see this on YouTube,
boy.
It's literally just. I don't know how to describe it other than it's a male masturbator that looks like it'll rip your dick off.
It's the Turbo Suck 5000.
Listen. Women have been normalized using sex toys for a long time. God damn it, I'm down for the Turbo Suck on the podcast.
Look, if we can get this as a
I
sponsorship,
want this one to be our. This is the first one. You're all down for the Jo pants or whatever. God damn it, I'm down for the turbo
okay.
suck,
Well,
baby.
now, see, we need to get both of these companies to work together to
We're gonna
incorporate
bring.
one product.
Oh no, that's true. We gotta bring the master action anywhere you go.
This has to be like you know, this has to be the new Pokemon Go.
I think we want to be endorsing that, dog.
Yeah, I'm totally okay with this being a sponsor. I'll link the tweet video.
It
Gotta
is
get back in touch with Jo Pants. They
Yeah.
they missed
Seriously.
out on an opportunity.
Oh, their email's about to get a couple new emails tonight.
hell yeah, brother.
The first one will be
I'm down to advertise weird shit.
first one will be please sponsor us. The second one is please work with this company at least. But no, I love the start of this video. Like if you go to 0, it's literally like a fucking inspect animation for a Counter-Strike weapon. You know, it's like
Oh my god, it is.
fucking starts fingering it,
Like stretching it out.
then slings it back, and it's dripping a
It's
bunch
re-
of liquid.
Yeah, it's worth noting. This is an
It-
audio
when you
podcast. This thing is fucking. So it's like bouncing back and forth to.
when he stretches it, it looks like mozzarella cheese.
It's bouncing back and forth to succulate the fuck juices out of you, but then it's also got fuck juices of its own that are being secreted out of its own situation, and it's fucking frothing everywhere, man. I mean, it's like Niagara Falls. It's pretty
Yeah.
active.
This is your girlfriend after like 3 Twilight films.
This is your girlfriend after you buy her a diamond ring, according to commercials.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
this is like
It's
1980s. Like you just proposed to her with a fucking like 20-carat gold ring. Like you gave her the fucking bee's knees here.
And it just had the cocaine right on it.
Oh well, this is the 80s. If you weren't doing cocaine, you didn't exist.
Exactly.
Jesus. Yeah. No, I gotta stop looking at this. This is hilarious. I'd be afraid my dick would get ripped off by that.
Yeah, I don't want myself anywhere near this thing.
We may never know if TwoMad could have fucked the turbo dick jerk off junker.
Honestly, if it turns out that this is the thing that killed TwoMad, I'd get it. You know, I'd understand.
Death by auto.
It would be more embarrassing, but yeah, I'd understand too.
I don't
fair.
know. Dying playing Overwatch is pretty bad.
Well, I mean,
That
that's
alone-
the thing. That's the thing. He can do both.
True. God, man. I'm still baffled by like that being the where you end up. You know.
Yeah.
If,
ODing in front of Overwatch of all games.
if I'm somehow playing Overwatch and like I die, you guys have full reign to just completely mock me. I mean this. Like if that's when I go out,
that's okay, Bane. If I find you and you're dead and there's Overwatch on, I'm turning the computer off for you, bro.
I mean, what's the most likely thing for me? I guess I would be just like sitting here.
Yakuza.
Like what? No, I would have finished a video that was about something, and maybe I have like SimCity playing or something.
Oh, you know what it'd be like if you end up downloading like a porn mod for a joke, like eventually editing like a video.
I mean, I really want to die like wearing a VR headset and like jerking off to that kind of porn. Not the Apple one, obviously, but the other, all the other good ones. Yeah,
you know, it's
the Apple headset has erectile dysfunction, unfortunately.
Sadly,
can you believe that a $3,500 fucking headset, right? This headset costs like 10, 20 times like buying just Quest 2s. And you can jerk off on those. You can't.
You can jerk off all over those and just get them all slimy and then put them on.
It's the same color as jizz. You'll be fine.
Yeah, no one will know.
That's the best thing about VR is they can't shame.
It'll just seem like you're sweating because it's a headset.
Yeah. People wonder why you're shaking. It's like, oh, Okay.
Oh no, is the
Uh,
camera on?
uh, uh, is the camera on? I'm jerking off to Nikki Haley.
Classic,
Oh no.
classic Ralph. Yeah,
Oh god, I can't believe he fucking jerked off to Nikki Haley of all people. Jesus.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
she's like, I don't
I
She's
know.
didn't.
like
I
mid.
I was unaware that I had any respect for Ethan Ralph until I just lost a large deal of it.
Who
Uh,
I
was
didn't
the
even know there was any
fucking?
left.
Who was the milfy Democrat that ran from like Hawaii?
oh,
Tulsi Gabbard.
yeah, Tulsi
Oh, she
Gabbard.
was.
Yeah.
I liked her. Yeah, that's one you can jerk off to. That's fair. I don't know about the
I
other one
mean,
there.
Sarah Palin was.
Oh, she's the goat.
All right, hang
Yeah.
on, buddy. You're
Yeah,
getting a
Oh
little
no,
bit
no,
too
no.
far.
still would, still would.
Sarah Palin. Well, not at this point, maybe. I mean, she's a little older. You know, some people. If you're, she's like in her
I mean,
sixties or
I got a
something
thing
now.
for. I guess I got a thing for gilfs. I don't know.
Sure, sure. I'm saying like election era 2008 Sarah
Oh,
Palin. I mean,
yeah.
that was the political mommy right there. I mean, like I don't know. I don't think anyone's gonna call me on that. Plus, she could see a lot. She could see Russia from her house.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, of course. I think about that often.
Yeah.
hey, Lisa Ann still does porn. Also, she got arrested recently at like a comedy show, I think.
Oh god.
I wonder why you get arrested at a comedy show. Was she a heckler?
I think
Did they make
so.
a porn joke?
I don't think so. I think she actually got arrested.
Oh.
I remember seeing something about it on Twitter. I have to actually look into this.
Hmm.
Oh God. Okay.
Well,
Wow. Don't look up Lisa Ann just on Twitter because holy fuck.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
First thing that showed up. Woo. So inside her asshole.
oh.
Yeah.
What a shame.
I mean, hey, respect. It wouldn't have
How
bookmarks.
embarrassing.
Yeah, no. I got a couple other stories if you want me to pivot to a different one real quick.
I only have one more, so yeah.
Okay, I'll do a couple quick ones real fast. Screaming man swings samurai sword around in Vancouver traffic. Walmart evacuated.
Oh shit, that was me.
Nice.
Yep.
See, this just reminds me of the fucking classic work. What was it? Scan BC. It was a Twitter account,
Yeah.
and it was like a police scanner for crazy bullshit that would happen in BC. Always funny. I guess BC is like the Florida of Canada, so you just get shit like police, please dispatch to so and so. Man is playing a flute and marching geese through the town square or something, some wacky shit. And
Yeah.
occasionally it would be real shit, like there's just a triple murder and like, oh, this is also just actual stuff on this police scanner. But most of the time it's just man wielding samurai sword evacuates Walmart. That's classic.
True.
I love those stories.
The samurai sword looks pretty fucking dope. I linked it to you guys. It's like this
Oh,
red
sick. It's
metal.
like
Rose
copper.
gold.
Yeah, it's fucking rose gold sword.
It's very clearly cheap, but like at
It
least
is.
it's aesthetically pleasing.
Oh boy, it's
Dude,
got
this
like
is-
one of those like 2000s guy kind of tribal things
Yeah.
all down the blade.
This is like if I'm
That
single
kinda
at 35, I'm gonna have this in my cocaine room.
This
like
is the
someone-
sword. This is the sword that Guy Fieri would own.
It
Ooh.
looks like if someone looked at a Hamon and then just like kind of got carried away closer to the handle.
Honestly, yeah. It's fucking
Like they were
dope.
trying to replicate it, but then they just decided, fuck it. I like Limp Bizkit. And then just started blasting it while drawing the sickest tribal pattern you've ever seen.
Oh,
Chocolate starfish.
now I've also got
And then for the nookie.
I got another really cool Canadian guy. This one's from Calgary though.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a man who he's an entrepreneur, a new entrepreneur. This guy is like peak. Like he should be on Shark Tank. He was giving out business cards.
Dragon's Den. If he's from Calgary,
Dragon's
it's
Den. Dragon's Den. Thank you.
Ah.
So he was giving out business cards with the name Alex Lee, not his real name. His real name
Right.
is Saeed Amir Razivi, 30, was charged with 2 counts of trafficking cocaine because on every one of his business cards, he gave out a fucking bump of cocaine.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hell
well,
yeah, brother.
I mean, it's a strategy.
yeah.
I think that's what they do, what hosts do in Japan. So
Yeah, it's like, you give a little taste, you're spreading your name out, which honestly, again, this is good business. He's given everyone a free little sample, and cocaine is known to be at least a little bit addictive.
A little bit,
Tiny bit.
it's
I've heard
you
some
have to
rumors
really do
about
a lot
that
of it before
actually.
you get addicted. You know how
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, you do it at least 3 times, you're good. You do it five
Yeah,
times, you die.
But
yeah. It really depends. Some people are hooked on the fourth. Some people are hooked on the fifth.
no, I love this guy's entrepreneurship. He was like advertising him as a driver, and he was also selling cocaine on the side.
Yeah, it's just
So
like, hey yo, I got a side business.
yeah,
Check it
so
out.
with each business card, he stapled a little bag of coke, and he was giving us outside of a casino, which
Hey brother, you know how video
I mean, that
games
makes
where
sense.
their
yeah,
mechanics all work together sometimes? How about you get some coke and go for a nice drive? Hey, it's
yeah.
on me.
Look, I mean, I would have been handing this to people going inside the casino, or I've been inside the casino handing them out, like, hey, you're gonna need this.
And yeah, free cocaine before you go into the casino sounds
Oh,
like a great option.
dude, a bump of cocaine before you hit the blackjack table?
Well, you gotta figure like this, right? Like the casinos water down the drinks, so you gotta have like a bump of cocaine that's got like some Tylenol mixed in there or
Ooh,
something.
some baby
Or
aspirin?
just you just got some like flour and cornstarch.
I mean, I again, I respect the hustle. There's nothing to
Yeah,
be
you can't
said.
argue that.
He's trying his best. You want to go with
It's
your
a
story,
it's a
Tristan?
it's a hustle and grind in Calgary. They gotta make ends meet.
Yeah,
And you know what? He's forward thinking.
exactly.
Can't punish a man for being forward thinking. All right, let me head over to my bookmarks.
All right.
Jon Stewart is finally back at the Daily Show, and he's God.
Yes.
I've missed him so
I
much.
Has
watched
it
it.
been Trevor Noah this whole time?
It was Trevor Noah for a bit, then he left, and
Yeah, he
then
stopped. I forgot who it was after that.
well, it should have been Roy Wood Jr. And a lot of people have given a lot of criticism to Comedy Central, rightfully so, because Roy Wood Jr. was one of the longest contributing like guests, like the little I don't know what you'd call him because I'm high. The
The people
contributor,
that jump in,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
John Oliver was
Yeah,
one of them. But they really should have had him. He was one of the longest running ones. He was one of the best guest hosts, but he left after they just wouldn't fucking give it to him.
Like
And then
Conan him a little bit.
exactly. And then so coinciding to that, Jon Stewart ended up splitting off with Apple because he was with Apple for a bit there with the problem with everything with Jon Stewart, I think's the title. Um,
Mm.
so they ended up splitting up after a China story because Apple, you know,
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
pays a lot to
yeah,
China and has a lot of Chinese factories.
yeah.
Yeah,
A
a little bit.
little bit, a
I've
little
heard
bit.
about that.
I don't know what you could be referring to there.
Something about suicide nets. I mean, I think
Yeah.
it came up earlier, but yeah, I don't remember.
Oh yeah. Uh, but
Funny dystopia.
yeah, could be
Uh-huh.
way worse, and it will be soon.
We're fast on the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, but that's to get out of the weeds for a second there. Essentially, he decided to come back, and he's doing every Monday show.
I'm down to make a Monday ritual watching the Daily Show again. I'm so down for that,
Oh yeah,
man.
they
I
uploaded both the
remember
segments to YouTube.
they used
He's
to
like,
Oh, what
go
was
ahead.
that?
they used to play it in when I watched that show, I would watch it every night. They would play it at like 12:05 p.m.
Yeah,
specifically
Yep.
it
on
would be like right at midnight.
CTV. They'd play it, and yeah, it was how I got my news and got a very biased view of certain things for a little while. But I mean, it was still a good show.
Oh yeah,
Still very funny. Yeah.
there are
Yeah,
some people
he's
upset, but I think he did pretty good.
Jon Stewart has the strange ability to genuinely make fun of both sides
Oh yeah,
and
and be
like
biting
such.
and accurate.
Yeah, he would be
Not be an
so
annoying
he'd
cunt
be on
like
point.
Bill Maher.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got a story
he,
about Bill Maher
he's
after this.
he's not someone who claims to be, unbiased, and then he's just like, oh well, this side, I'm just gonna dog on them for a while.
Oh
No,
yeah,
he has a side, but he makes fun of both so perfectly.
and accurately too, which is really hard to do for a lot of those people. It's
It really is.
um
So mad respect to Jon Stewart. I'm glad to have you back.
yeah, he pointed out that a very accurate statement that yeah, both fucking Biden and Trump are the oldest candidates
Geriatric.
that we've ever had, and it shouldn't have gotten to this point. It's a farce that both our two leading candidates are both in their fucking 80s. They're both
It is.
senior
Trump is
citizens.
really running again, huh?
Trump and both Trump and Biden, man.
I can't believe they're allowing him to run again. He got impeached like 47 times.
Yep.
Yeah, he's also like actively under investigation, I
He
think.
got impeached
Mul-
more times than there are presidents.
He's also under like 9 criminal investigations currently.
He'll probably pardon himself immediately as soon
Oh,
as he gets the
100%.
presidency.
100%. Like a thousand.
Yeah.
Honestly, if Trump wins, I hope we just elect Biden next time.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Hey, which boy,
Let them just take turns. Fuck it.
I don't
Why
know
not?
if
Maybe one of them
we're-
will die in office, so we'll get someone new.
I gotta be honest, like, I really thought I would have grown and changed over the course of time, but, like, the concept of Trump winning again is so stupid and hilarious.
it
I'm
is
I think
funny.
I'm kind of down for it. I think I'm alright.
I mean, hey, look,
Uh,
it could always be worse. We could always be. At certain points, it might be though. So hey, loud equals funny. Work visa era might happen.
Hey, loud equals funny. Patreon. Give us money in case we need to build a bomb shelter, everyone.
Yeah, in case we need an emergency move to Toronto for 2 people.
yeah.
Entirely possible.
You guys are gonna
Also,
become
hey,
like I wonder whatever became of those people that fled from America because Trump became president and they're like, oh well, now I have to move to Canada. I wonder how many of them did that and how many of them like what wound up
Yeah.
happening with them.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
this will.
Some of them probably moved out, and then the trucker riot happened.
Yeah.
Oh, what are
They're
the
just like,
chances?
oh god, I can't escape them.
Hey, this is the one where though it feels kind of like, oh, this might actually be a little more warranted. I don't know. I see a lot of crazy people. Justin Moan. Oh my god. By the way, Claw, somebody sent me the books.
Oh, the books have been
Well,
found, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I completely forgot to mention that to you. I've had them for like a day.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
shit.
super exciting. So the guy who killed his father
Read them on
because
stream.
he wanted to kill all feds or something.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't like feds, but
Yeah, admirable goal, but you're going about it the wrong way, buddy.
Yeah, but he had a
You
bunch
don't
of
gotta hurt the
crazy-
people you love.
Had a bunch of wacko books, and
You just need
we thought they might have been lost media. Are they all there?
I've got America's Coming Bloody Revolution, Dark Ages of the Future, a collection. I'm just reading from the titles here. Poems I Wrote While Stoned, Justin Moan. Kingdom of Darkness, Justin Moan. The Pink, The Punishing. The Revolution,
Oh, wow.
Later Survival Guide. The Second Messiah, King of Earth. They
I
will
mean,
burn
it
this
sounds
book.
like if it's not all of them, and then it's most of them. So
It's
that's
at least
a good
a
thing.
lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
hey,
that's
we've
awesome.
got an archive weirdo.
Yeah, this guy's gonna probably be in jail for life. So, fuck him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah. Oh yeah,
What you got?
I've got we were talking about Bill Maher. Bill Maher scrapped a
Oh.
interview with Kanye West because according to him
Should've
he's a
done it.
very charming anti-Semite. Yeah, which Bill Maher
What?
really good thing to put on your Twitter bio.
Yeah.
We'll have to try that.
What the fuck, Bill Maher?
Well, admittedly though, this is
The
like
exaggerated swagger of a charming anti-Semite.
the thing you got to think though. Like Bill Maher is usually one of those ones who like, I mean, he would suck someone's dick because it would like piss off a Christian like conservative, you know. Like he's
Yeah.
very willing to fuck with religion, but
Well, people fucking hate Bill Maher. I mean, he's had a lot of
Yeah.
people.
I mean,
Like, over
I don't
the
like Bill
years.
Maher either.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
anybody on any side really likes him. He said a lot
There
of
was a
really
very
dumb things.
short period. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to talk
He
all over you there.
said a lot of dumb things in a bipartisan sort of fashion, and everybody's kind of
Yeah.
come down against him.
There was a short time where I liked him, but it was only because he said one thing I liked, and that was the only thing I had seen of him. And I looked into him more, and I was like, oh, this guy sucks.
This guy's a shit lord. He's a toilet boggling.
Yeah. Also,
I'm glad you said Boglin instead of Goblin. That's thank you. That's very
It's
respectful.
important. It's boggling. Yeah, that's a different race entirely.
yeah. I've
Many
got
people get the confused.
I've only got a couple more like interesting stories here. So we'll cover this first. Wow, they really buried the lead here on this headline. Catalina Hills instructor Rachel Dolezal loses job over OnlyFans account.
Oh, I haven't heard that name in such a long time.
Yeah, so in 2015, this lady made headlines for being, a white lady who got a really orange tan and got herself like
She started calling herself black.
She's got like one of those. It's not
She
like
got,
an afro.
It's curls. I'm not certain what kind of
Yeah,
curls, and I'm
It's
just gonna
not.
say
very-
curls.
Yeah, what I
Very
would
vulgar
describe.
curls.
I would describe it as urban lady in a Gap commercial kind of hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just palatable enough so that the white people don't get scared.
And so she was pretending. I mean, she claimed she was trans black or something, and
Transracial,
everybody.
yeah.
made
Thank
fun of
you
her.
for trivializing the other people's issues, Rachel. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
And she
Yeah.
disappeared for a long time, but then a couple years ago, he had some he had some he had some he had she
Yeah,
yeah.
she's not. Yeah.
Right. She's not trans. She's transracial. Right. I don't know if she kept up with that or if she just kind of quietly
She's
abandoned
kept up
that.
with a tan. I can tell you that. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah, she opened up an OnlyFans, and it was not a particularly inspiring OnlyFans. I was not impressed.
I'm not gonna lie though. Some of these pictures are bad. I'm.
Yeah, they're not. I guess low quality is what you
got
would
some
say.
double chins on that.
I've had
one.
the
I've
had the displeasure of seeing them.
I'm just saying she doesn't look as bad as I thought she could. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little surprising.
Yeah.
I'm not. And then in this article, I'm watching a video here. I've got
Kind of looks like River Song from Doctor Who.
a little bit.
Kind
That might
of.
explain something.
Like a fucked up River Song.
But
Fucked up.
they've got some very blurred photos in here on the fucking video, and I'm just gonna screenshot you what they blur here, and I'm like, you really, you kind of know what she's showing here. Hold on.
Oh God.
Do I need to see this?
No, well, you'll see the screenshot. This is from a video, and they showed this on live TV, by the way. They showed this like that. And
Come on. Don't put her shit out like that.
Yo, that's great.
But they
She's,
blurred it like
on
that.
TV, and she is literally, for the people at home.
Yeah.
she's
I can just imagine a news broadcast where they're talking about this story about how she lost her job because she's an OnlyFans model, and then they bring up this photo. Tristan, explain the photo.
Okay, so Rachel Dolezal, which you can look up what
Famous
she looks
trans
like.
black lady.
Yeah.
She is standing, hunched over, facing away from the camera, arms back, grabbing something. The large sensor bar kind of leaves a lot.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
might have like 2 corn cobs there or something. I
Yeah,
don't know
it
what's
leaves
there.
a lot to the imagination. But she's got kind of like a chicken wing thing going on, reaching back and grabbing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slightly off center, there's a Christmas tree in the background.
Santa's looking on favorably.
Yeah, Santa's not really. He doesn't approve. She's on the naughty list
Yeah.
right now.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, there's a large censor bar obscuring the view of what must surely be going on under there.
Yep, and I just saw what's going on under there. Yep, it's exactly what you think.
Yeah.
I like the idea that the sensor bar needs to be
mean-
extra wide because her pussy's so huge.
Surprisingly not. I'll give her
Yeah,
props on that.
I think it's just to cover their asses, just
Yeah.
in case.
Oh no, I know. It's just the classic joke about the
Yeah.
guy has the tiny sensor bar because his dick is small.
Yeah.
We need to normalize making a bigger sensor bar for a huge pussy.
In fact, honestly, it should have probably been more vertical the way I'm looking at it. They're really skimming the bar on the vertical, but like the
Oh,
bottom of
wow.
the line, they're really skimming it there, admittedly. But yeah,
But
wow.
I have opinions about this.
Yeah, I mean,
It really sucks that her shit was like put out for everybody to see. It sucks that she's getting fired over this
Yeah.
personally. Let her do whatever she wants to do. Fuck it. Who cares?
I mean,
my only issue here is that she's the one who's teaching children.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Because
more
of the
it's
OnlyFans
towards
or anything,
her,
but because
it's-
of yeah,
her
it's the
history.
fact that it's her.
This lady and not Rubber Ross, Bathtub Ross are allowed to work in a school with children.
Yeah, that is an
Yeah.
interesting
I mean,
question. What's
she
up with
hasn't
that
done
guy?
anything. She hasn't done anything against children. It's just wow,
It
she
is-
is.
It's her?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely Rachel Dolezal.
Huh.
It's her, yeah. It's the real Rachel. She went
The,
from being fake NAACP head to giving head. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if
Used to be white, now she's black. All right.
Hey, I mean, folks,
Now
if,
she does.
Does she have the
That's what I have
pass?
to
If-
say.
if-
Find
if-
out next time.
yeah, if you want to go
Yeah.
support Rachel Dolezal, go DM her, ask her if she got the pass.
Yeah.
You could
You
do
know what?
that.
As long as you're giving her
$5.
money, fuck it.
Yeah.
If
Actually,
you're
maybe
black,
don't.
send her some money and tell her, yo, give her, you got the pass.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, look, if Bradley Reed has taught me anything, you can get that pass by earning it the hard way.
Why did you subject us to that last night?
Yeah, Claude, I subjected Tristan and Aimbot to the Riley Reed rap, which I will link to you. It is
Oh, think
I'd heard it before, but man, hearing it again was not something I wanted to do.
it's my favorite thing.
I don't know why I watched the stream.
It's my favorite thing.
It's very bad.
Is it better or worse than the song Mia Khalifa?
It's
Worse.
actually no, it's better in some ways, worse in others.
Fair.
Oh.
Fair.
Admittedly,
This is
like
this is how other people feel when I act like a centrist, isn't it?
kinda, yeah.
I see.
I will say one thing to the chick who sings that Mia Khalifa song. Our DMs are open, please.
Yeah, and to Mia Khalifa also.
Yeah. Also, hey, Mia Khalifa, yeah, hey. You're not
That's Bane's shot. He shot his shot right there.
Yeah.
you're not Mercedes Carrera. I mean, that's a positive.
As long as you don't have any
Fair.
children in your basement or whatever, I think it's probably legit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no Viper the rappers.
Yeah.
No Mercedes Carreras.
Definitely no Mercedes
Well, we do
Carreras.
want Viper hypothetically if he's bailed from jail
Yeah,
right now.
if he's found innocent, actually, yeah, even if he's not
Even
bailed from
if he's
jail.
even if he's found guilty before he goes to trial, I want to be able to talk to him and get his side of Exoneration Day 2024.
You know,
Yeah.
straight up, it's up to you guys. You guys put something together, I will send it
Honestly,
because I got the DMs.
Just shoot a DM to him. Just be like, "Hey, you want to be on a podcast?"
That's the thing. Y'all got to write it for me. I don't want to write that.
That's fair.
Damn.
That's mostly me being lazy, but also like I don't really know what to say.
That's fair.
Well, we can try to brainstorm something. We got to get the Viper on here to tell his side of the story because he's being falsely accused by all these liberals who think you can't imprison women.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can get him to say that it was the liberals who did this.
I wonder if we could get him to talk about Gamergate.
I think we get. I think we can even
I,
get him to tweet
I
about it.
reckon we can get Donald Trump to do it.
God,
Yeah.
imagine if we can get Viper to say Gamergate before Sargon can get Trump to say Gamergate.
I feel like it's more realistic.
Fair, yeah.
Yep.
What a time. This is a
Well,
wild year.
it's been pretty crazy so far already. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got I think I've got maybe one more story.
I'm all through. I mean, there's stuff that pushed back if we really want to keep going. But I got everything that I really wanted to mention this time.
We'll do one more story before we'll talk about the page. I'll read off the patron names before we head out. Let me just get a drink.
Yeah.
Also, we have a subreddit.
Yes.
I did post that we are gonna start pulling topics this week.
Yeah, I've got that
I didn't expect this to. I didn't expect this to be a fucking massively like that's the thing. It's just the first half of this specific week's that's just there's been stories all over the place, man.
Yeah.
We've also
if we did this Sunday, it would have been like an hour long.
We pushed this off. Yeah, we the next one is in a couple days, so we've got plenty more. You know.
Yeah,
we got enough for that one.
We left some out. We can pull from the subreddit again.
Yeah.
It's r/loud equals funny. But we'll start pulling from that soon.
So from that one we got a North Carolina man accidentally discharging a gun during a youth basketball game.
Yeah, I read that. It's definitely a headline.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's like, how the fuck do you not why would you just not leave that in a car?
Yeah, he dropped it.
It's America.
It is pretty. It's pretty like classic America.
Yeah,
and I'm sitting here educating you two about how you got to bring your gun everywhere. They teach you that in the Constitution.
That's part of the amendments.
They make you salute that and pray to it every day.
Listen, I'm already carrying 2 guns right now, baby. Yeah.
Really?
You got to do the gym for like 6 years or something before you could do that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I do like that though. I don't think anybody could do that kind of bullshit. The Johnny Bravo guns thing. That's kind of done.
Yeah, not yet. I think when the enhanced games we might get that. Might get that again, you know?
But yeah, once we get to the enhanced games, the world's gonna change.
I've got a great
I can't wait till we enact that plan.
We got gay adult film actor turned Proud Boy from Pasco gets jail time for Capitol riots.
Oh.
Yeah. Part of a Proud Boys. What's that?
That's quite a headline.
And he used to be a gay porn star. Cool.
He used to be a gay porn star. Yep. Was charged with assaulting, resisting, or impeding officers, civil disorder, engaging in physical violence. Yeah, no. Holy shit.
Wild.
That's pretty much all I got.
You know, he's gonna enjoy justice for his beliefs. I'm sure he's happy.
Oh yeah, he's.
Why did it take so long for them to get him?
It's mostly been Well, first, the American legal system is like a slow.
Yeah, these things take so fucking long.
It's embarrassingly slow. Like, this will probably take another 3 to 4 years to fully do everything.
Yeah, we're still waiting. Meanwhile, in the UK, on
I'm looking that up now. I forgot when the date was.
Yeah, it
was like September or something. I don't know. No,
yeah, it was something wild like that.
Basically, a full other year. At least he's not up for bail.
Yeah,
we're talking of course about the YouTuber Doctor Who murderer man.
Yes, Stephen McCullough, who allegedly murdered Natalie McNally.
Allegedly, according to a number of video cameras footage.
And a No Time to Die
poster. According to overwhelming evidence.
Allegedly.
At a James Bond
September 2024.
And
September 2024. Can't fucking believe this. Gotta wait 7 months.
If he gets off of a fucking OJ defense, though, I would be not surprised, but I'd be just so disappointed.
Listen. If the glove does not fit, you must acquit.
If the
knife does not stab, you must.
It is legal to
Yeah.
murder in California. Uh,
Apparently.
well, with that, yeah, I think we
Yeah, that's
probably
all I
should wrap
got.
up episode
Ladies
35.
and gentlemen, I have to close out of this picture of Rachel Dolezal gaping her asshole.
Oh
Yeah.
God. I'm glad that I'm the only person who hasn't seen that now.
Well,
I'm
I'm just
gonna.
seeing
Yeah, you've seen the
the.
edit. I've seen the actual thing.
Oh, okay. So all right.
Yeah.
So we're both safe.
Yeah, hey,
I'm
respect
gonna be
to
going out of my way to avoid this.
respect to Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah, genuinely. The fact that you were cosplaying essentially as a black woman is kind of weird and
So it's a little
dumb.
strange, but
But it's
No,
bullshit that you got fired for this stupid of a reason.
yeah, it's like you weren't
Let's
advertising
go
any of your
up.
work. You were
You
doing
can gape anywhere you want.
We
As
had
long
the
as it's
hot,
not in front of the
sexy
kids.
old couple that was like,
Yeah.
losing their fucking
Yeah.
job too because they were doing.
they were college professors.
College professors weren't advertising it.
Yeah, we're advertising it. We're fucking at the school.
Yeah.
Seemingly same with Rachel Dolezal. I didn't see anything about fucking
And that's
anything
the
advertising.
thing. Honestly, even if it was in the school, it'd be like, okay, yeah, whatever, just clean up.
Yeah, as
You know,
long
make,
as
make sure
not
make sure Timmy
yeah.
ain't stepping in anything, you know?
Yeah, as long as you
Yeah.
guys aren't at school.
Also,
district.
yeah, as long as there's no one else around. Don't
Yeah,
you
it's-
know.
Then it's like
Don't fuck
yeah.
Scruffy the janitor at the school, you know?
Yeah.
Man.
Uh
Well, to all the Scruffy the janitors out there, folks, that's been episode number 35. Go divorce your wife. She's gonna take the kids, and we'll see you next time.
yeah,
Penis.
on the next episode of Loud Equals Funny, I'm gonna talk about a Jar Jar watch. Fuck you, penis.
Hell yeah, penis.
Yay, penis.
Penis.
All right.
All right, let me stop my recording. There we go.